devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call 911.
You better watch out if you ignite me's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling his sword. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Adrenaline pressure, it's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, better do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. Lost away inside with the key control by fight or flight.
And this world ain't bright, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase that? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Hey yo, welcome to the Late Show, everybody. Baz, how you doing? What's going on, everyone? All right, so we're gonna start off by doing this. Hold up, bring up chat here. So everybody that's been over hanging out with us on this channel for a while. Well, since the beginning, really. They know a certain individual. They know a certain person that's been hanging out over here with us, and this person is the most eagle-eyed person I've ever had the opportunity to talk to. You know what I mean? This person was cool as shit, always knowledgeable, always friendly, always willing to lend a helping hand, and. Got some bad news earlier this week that hold on, we got some bad news earlier this week that you guys know her, Miss Shell from chat. She was taken away from us, everybody, in a senseless, depraved act. She was taken from us, and the details of it is what is really it's really not yeah, but the shit ain't right. It's just not. Cool ass individual. It's not adding up. None of it's adding up. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna keep myself off camera here for a few minutes. But Michelle, You will be missed by our little impromptu family. Um, if we could all just, I'm gonna kill this music here for a second because everybody just, can we have a moment of silence for our friend Shell, please? Yeah, yeah. Hold on. All right. Thank you, everybody. If you can, just, everybody in the chat, guys know how cool as hell Shell was. She did not deserve what happened to her. So everybody, you just please keep her soul in your prayers, and her son in your prayers. That'd be greatly appreciated. She is definitely going to be missed around here. She was definitely a kind soul, and whoever did it, I hope you burn in hell. I hope you do. There's special places in hell for people like you, and you're going there, fucker. But I'm gonna keep myself off camera for a few minutes until my eyes clear up because it was some bullshit. But I am going to send Mr. Willie Cut here an invite.
All right, we gotta do roll call.
Yeah, you go ahead and do it right now, dude.
All right, hold on. Let me get on my YouTube. Let me get on my phone real quick. Turn the music
You do
down a
roll
little bit.
call. You take care of that.
Let me get back to my phone. All right. So what's going on, Dave, Bama, ND Southpaw, Miss Lorna? Who else is in here? What's good? What's good, cuz? Bear. Who else is in here? Bristol. Thank you for joining us. Who else? Mr. G Rides, one of the first people in the chat. I actually sent him a message about it. He was already in it. Scorpion, what's going on? Finally catch you in the live chat.
Oh shit! There's music not.
There's a lot of people. There's people listening. Say hello in chat, man.
Yeah, say hello. We're a friendly couple of goons over here. I'll be on camera back in a couple of minutes. Just give my eyes a few minutes to adjust. And I'll be back on camera with my lightsaber pointed at everybody, taking shots. You know what I mean? But no, we're gonna do our regular thing over here tonight. A little bit of evidence review, a little bit of talking about movies, and whatever else have you. Yo, question for you, Bass. Have you watched Reacher?
Yeah, of course.
Have you watched all it?
I just started season 2. I had to go back and watch it a little bit.
Oh, so
when the new season comes out, dude, when the new season comes out, whatever. Dude,
but
why does that music sound so damn loud?
It's probably just your headset. I'm cruising along with mine. What's up, Willie? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing. Just woke up not too long ago.
Yeah, that same boat. Fucking night. What I had.
To wake his ass up.
Well, I stopped by Bass's house earlier. I grabbed a gummy from him, right?
Oh shit!
And that was in the process of going and running around and getting food for the family. And then I ended up getting a double. What the hell was it?
If you tell me you ate McDonald's, I'm gonna be upset.
No, I'm not eating. I didn't eat that shit. I got a double patty melt from the diner. So
that's more like it.
So you throw in the double patty melt on top of the gummy. Yeah, I had to sleep that off for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. He must call me like 3 or 4 times.
Shit. Those gummies do not make you freaking hungry. Absolutely not. I'm calling lies and deceit on that one.
I did smoke a bowl too, so there's that. But yeah, I finished Reacher today. That's a really good show. I don't care what anybody says. That's a really good show. It's better than the Tom Cruise movies. It is. I'm gonna say that. Now, another thing I was put up on this show, True Detective. Have you heard of this?
That. Yeah,
Like,
I haven't seen it, but I heard about it.
Apparently, season 4. Apparently, season 4 just started, right? So my buddy Pete at UPS, he's like, "Yo, Watts, have you checked out True Detective yet?" I'm like, "Nah." I haven't. I was interested in it, but I'm not really into like detective shows like that. And he's like, "Nah, dude, it's got like paranormal aspects," and he's like, "Yo, it's got Cthulhu overtones in it." I was like, "Cthulhu? Oh, okay, sir, you've got my attention."
We're gonna come back to that in a few minutes because something just came out about that. But okay, keep going.
Yeah, it's apparently seasons 1, which season 1 is with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. They play the main detectives.
Yeah,
So
down in New Orleans.
Yep. So I'm watching season 1 right now, and then two people now said skip over season 2. It said season 2
Really?
because it doesn't really follow the continuity of season 1. So they was like, "Yo, just watch season 1, season 3, and season 4." But then I have to get that clarification from them. I'm like, "Yo, listen, I understand you're telling me to watch season 1, season 3, and season 4. Season 2." They're like, no, like it doesn't add up to the story. I'm like, that's not what I'm asking you. What I'm asking you is season 2 worth watching? Besides it not being part of the story, is it worth watching? He's like, yeah, all right, that's all I need to know. So what I'll do is I'll watch season 1, 3, 4, and then go back and watch 2 since 2's not part of it.
Okay. Now going back, did you see damn, I didn't post my favorite. Oh, go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because the new one's with Jodie Foster, right?
Yes.
Or is that because there's another one I saw? It keeps showing up on Facebook. Matthew McConaughey looking a lot older than from the first season.
That's no, that's all part of the first season.
Okay.
What they're doing is like it's Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson doing present day interviews, and it's flashbacks to when they were cops, like fucking like 10 years.
Okay.
10 years before or some shit like that. It's
I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
Yeah, it's him sitting at the table taking the long drags and a cigarette and shit like that. Yeah, that's
and like a scene where they meet up on like a bridge and they said there was a dead body in the ditch or something like that.
Okay. That's True Detective. I just started getting into that, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out.
Yeah, because I didn't realize today that they were all together.
Bama, there is eight episodes of Reacher in season 2. The last one just came out Thursday. I just finished it, which it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That got picked up for season 3.
Of course, it's one of the hottest shows out right now. They'd be stupid not to renew it. And Alan Richardson.
Now, if it was on, if it was on Netflix, they would have dumped it.
Netflix are a bunch of goddamn idiots. But like Alan Richardson, man, I'm telling you, he's like how Pedro Pascal was in like 2 years ago, how he was all over everything. What's his name's going to be all over everything? Alan Richardson, because he also has I guess it's a drama movie coming out, and he's playing in that, and Yeah, so we'll see in this drama movie if he's really got some acting chops. You know what I mean? So you can't.
Hopefully he doesn't get oversaturated.
Yeah. Because I said that about Pedro Pascal. I was like, yo, he's just in everything now. He's gonna be oversaturated. People are gonna get tired of seeing him after a while. I mean, he's not in everything like he was, but
role I want to see him. The next role I want to see Pedro Pascal play is I want to see him play Smokey and the Bandit, Smokey's son. Bandit's son. He goes to an old garage and that old Trans Am is sitting there underneath a tarp. He looks at it like, all right. Then he just puts a new age twist on it.
I can see that.
Like beef up the suspension and all that stuff like that.
Honestly,
because Bandit was a Rolling Stone, so he found out that Bandit was his dad, and he found out Bandit was his dad, and he found the car, and he just beefed it up, did a new age mod.
See, all right, me and my buddy. You can go to your
40s or 50 years old without knowing who your dad is, and you find out he was probably the biggest outlaw in the country, and you find his vehicle.
So me and my buddy Mike we were talking about this kind of situation at work the other night. We talking about the topic was remakes and stuff that shouldn't be remade. So like at the top of the list of stuff that shouldn't be remade, we were just going down random stuff. It was like stuff that could be made better. Like at the top of the list that doesn't need a remake, Big Trouble in Little China.
Exactly.
Right? Top of the list that does need a remake. Harlem Nights does not need a remake.
Nope. That's what I was saying. That
okay.
With Big Trouble in Little China. Leave it alone.
All right. So they are in talk. I did come across The Crow is they remade The Crow. It's supposed to be what's his name? Skarsgård. Skarsgård's supposed to be The Crow now. But I did see an article. They were talking about redoing Running Man, Schwarzenegger's Running Man. Which I could see that because well, hold on. If they do it right, it could be really good. Because lately there has been a push towards a lot of dystopian future movies. If
True.
And that plays right into it. You know what I mean? The whole, I guess you would say mob mentality going after people, because that's pretty much what that was. The TV show incited this mob of people to cheer on the what the hell did they call their henchmen? I can't think of what they call it, like the dude Sub-Zero. Now he's playing Zero. What the hell do they call it? The Stalkers. Yeah. They cheer on the Stalkers. So it's pretty dystopian. So
well, if you think about it, Running Man is just about exactly the same as the Mockingjay series.
That's probably where they stole the Mockingbird series or whatever the hell that. I've never watched it. Was not interested. But that's probably where they took the idea from, because actually Running Man is that's actually a Stephen King story. So, but yeah, it'll be all right to see how they try to take it and who they cast, because I could definitely see Alan Ritchson playing Arnold Schwarzenegger's role in that movie.
All right,
I could see that.
As long as they don't do the same nonsense that they did when they rebooted Total Recall.
Oh God,
Mr. G,
that movie was horrible.
Mr. G, I agree with you, sir. That whole, I'm not going to say it out loud because, but that whole,
it's already on screen. You ain't got to say it.
It's ruining everything. Just ruining everything. And but yeah, I hope they do not go the way they did with Total Recall with Colin Farrell, because that movie had all the potential in the world, and it was shit. It was a steaming pile of dumpster fire. That's what that was. And yeah, but it'll be nice to see what they try to do with the with Running Man. I would definitely cast Alan Richardson as that.
Now, now, hold on. Now, back to what I was saying before. Have you seen that they're going to be putting out an H.P. Lovecraft series with Cthulhu in it?
Well, all the H.P. Lovecraft stuff is the hell is the term for it? I keep forgetting the term for it. It's not open source. But like you can take and write, if like we could take and write our own Cthulhu stories and shit. It's an open domain, I think it is, public domain, some term like that. But yeah, you can
They're
take
taking it and making it into a series.
Cool.
They're taking.
I hope it's a
and
damn
make
good
it into a
series.
Like I think I might have posted it on Facebook, but
I thought it was a movie that they were doing.
it's like
What's up there in Candace?
series.
But yeah, and what, Steamboat Willie? He's like open, whatever that term is. I just said the shit. What I just said it. I can't remember it again. Whatever. But yeah, Steamboat Willie,
Public domain.
Public domain. Yes, Steamboat Willie, H.P. Lovecraft, Winnie the Pooh. Hence why we got that weird Winnie the Pooh movie like last year or so. And then
I didn't even watch that.
Tigger goes into public domain soon too, so we're probably gonna see a crazy Tigger movie coming out. But yeah, like that movie Underwater. If you guys have seen that movie Underwater, that's Cthulhu all the way. That's Cthulhu. That's all that stuff like that. Kind of looking forward to new. Yes. Henry Cavill is going to now. Is Henry Cavill reprising the role that
Christopher Lambert?
Yes, that Christopher Lambert played.
Highlander.
Well, the what was it? Colin McLeod is, I think the name was.
Yep.
Colin McLeod of the Clan McLeod.
Yeah. So I wonder if he's going to be reprising that role. Hey, Bama, apparently the trailer for the new Deadpool movie is supposed to be dropping during the Super Bowl, and that's probably the only reason I'll watch the Super Bowl, just to watch that trailer, because I'm not interested in that, honestly. Yeah, Connor. Truth brain is still rebooting from the nap. No, it's not. Well, I'm good. No, Mr. G said my brain's still rebooting from the nap. No, it's not. I'm A1. I got my coffee. I got my Red Bull peach apricot. Got my stogies and I got my bowl. I am A1. I am aces late tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Other than the first.
Well, you said strawberry apricot Red Bull.
Yeah, strawberry apricot.
Have you tried the cinnamon pear?
Sound like a fruity woman's drink at a bar.
Hey, listen.
Have you tried the cinnamon pear?
All right, we're not going to start that tonight, okay? We're not going to start the ragging on the truth and no. All right, we're not. All right, we're going to nip that in the bud early. Now, what were you saying, Bass? Bass, what the hell did you say?
I forgot. Whatever.
No, you were saying something about cinnamon, that, whatever that is.
Oh, yeah, Red Bull. Red Bull has it's called cinnamon pear.
No, because the last time
pretty damn good.
Last time I bought a beverage with cinnamon in it, it was that cinnamon flavored Coke, and that was the worst thing I've ever had in my life. I'll never buy anything else with cinnamon. Dude,
why would you buy cinnamon flavored Coke? What the hell?
What
possessed you to buy a bottle of cinnamon flavored Coca-Cola?
Hold on.
First off, you seen it in the shelf and was like, "Oh, let me try that."
I will ease you into it. I saw it in the store. I was like, "Oh, this might be all right." And I'll tell you what, if you are a person that enjoys Fireball, and Fireball, and what are those little brown nips you can? Those are that's Fireball, and Aftershock. The Fireball stuff and then the Aftershock stuff, and then like the frosted little pint looking thing. You will love cinnamon Coke. Like, dude, my kids will drink pretty much any kind of juice, any kind of soda, right? They're like damn vacuum cleaners. They would not take this. They wouldn't even take. They smelled it and was like, I don't want no parts of that. Like, it was probably the worst. It was the worst tasting thing I've ever had. But then again, like I said, if you like Fireball and Aftershock and stuff along those lines,
Goldschlager,
Goldschlager, anything with that like peppermintish type taste, you will love that. I thought it was absolutely garbage. Is Zima still around?
Actually, it is.
Yeah, in some spots you can still find Zima.
Yep.
Really?
It's more in like beer depots and shit. Like the beer store we have, you'll be able to find stuff like that. But yeah, PBR and Guinness. See, I'm a Guinness man. I like Guinness. Nice cold one. Damn, how we go from movies to beer? What the hell are we doing over here?
You started with a damn cinnamon Coke.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and you just got into the reference of Fireball.
White Claw.
So that was you that took the show off the rails. That was you. So, all right, let's just clarify that.
White Claw. Hey, Wilco, you want to hear a secret?
Go for it.
Bastards, White Claw.
No,
the fuck I don't.
Oh, you lying.
No, I don't.
You lying through your teeth. You are lying. You ain't gonna.
Dude, I'll tell you what.
You ain't gonna sit here and tell me I didn't come over to your house and see a bunch of White Claw cans over there.
Dude,
all right, you're lying. Stop lying to me. Stop lying. Stop lying to the audience.
Yes, and you know why? Because they were out with me when I went fishing.
You full of it, dude.
They just make
you are so
like,
full of it.
You're in the middle
Ash likes White Claw and he doesn't want to admit it.
And the black cherry White Claw.
It doesn't matter what flavor it is. It don't matter. You drinking
the shit ain't nothing but seltzer water.
You drinking the new age Zima.
All right, what's wrong with that?
Well, Bama,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I usually bring like the small ones. I probably bring like one or two with me when I'm out fishing, but they just make you like have to pee really bad. That's all. That's what it is.
No. You ain't gonna. You ain't living that one down, Mr. White Claw.
Whatever.
Say I'm lying. Yeah, thought that. Cold brass monkey. What the hell is that? What? I've never. Duty Bird said I'm old enough to remember the days of cold brass monkey. That sound like something you drink. Like that had like 25% out. It was a beer. That sounds like it was a beer that had like 25% alcohol in it.
I remember hearing about it, but I never tried it. Ooh.
Oh my God, Bash! Why? Look at what Hound Dog wrote.
I know. I see that shit. Yo, Hound Dog. Easy there, dude. I'm not gonna lie. The black cherry one is pretty fucking good. Whatever.
Brass monkey was like drinking a screwdriver. Okay, all right. MD20. Yeah, I remember that. See, like in
Yeah, Mad Dog 2020.
the liquor store that we have.
It's not called. It's not. The MD doesn't stand for Mad Dog. MD doesn't stand for Mad Dog. It stands for something else. I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
it's like two last names. People just gave it the name Mad Dog.
Yeah, you know why? Because when you bringing that back up, you look like a mad dog bringing back up because it tasted so fucking bad.
I tell you what, the one,
especially when you're a teenager.
There's one liquor store around here, right? Like that, the MD 2020, what that Boone's Farm, the little bottles that's the like strawberry banana wino looking drinks. They used to keep all those in like a little little college refrigerator. As soon as you walked in the door, and all the winos, they knew where it was. I'm going there and get my MD 2020. Or they used to put the blackberry brandy in there. That's disgusting. Drinking highball. That's PC Boys Brad. Oh, okay, Brass Monkey. I get it now. Don't forget.
Yeah. Remember the Funky Monkey?
Don't forget Great Ribble. Listen,
that's Fred G. Sanford's drink, Ripple.
Four Loko is why I stopped drinking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I drink thirsty. I drink thirsty now.
Look what Hound Dog said.
I'm putting that one up on screen.
Oh God, I just saw that one part today when he took the mask off and he's like, he goes, "This is a whites only place. What are you doing here?"
All right. Yep, that Boone's Farm. I admit I drank that Boone's Farm a couple of times. The little the strawberry banana one? It was smooth. It was smoother than Cisco. Ugh.
Oh.
That is some horrible stuff, man.
Cisco had this man out in my boy's front yard kicking like a 2-ton rock that was buried in the ground, screaming, "Who put this there?"
It really did.
Because he tripped over it when he was walking outside.
Yeah. I was out there for like 5 minutes cursing that rock out. But no, that's when we were in high school. That was one of them underage drinking parties in high school. I don't drink right now. I don't drink now. It's because of the Four Loko. Four Loko, a little bit of Bacardi, a little bit of gin, some vodka. Mix that all together. That didn't end well. I'm pretty sure you can still see the mark on the side of my head from where I face planted on the sidewalk. Yeah. So yeah, we don't do it anymore. Plus, I'm an adult. I'm an adult now. I'm a dad. I got 5 kids. You can't be just getting all blacked out drunk like that. You know what I mean? It's just not a good look.
No. Especially when you start a fire outside, trying to burn all the leaves, especially during the fall, and your drunk ass falls into the fire twice.
Dave,
from a sitting
sounds
position.
Like you're talking from personal experience.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like.
It's because I witnessed it, because it was personal experience. I had to drag his ass out of the damn fire both times. It was weird. He didn't get fucking burnt.
Mr. G said he had a cousin fussing with the icebox. I believe it.
Bama says I don't mess with tequila anymore. I feel you.
I don't mess with Heaven Hill whiskey no more. That shit had me projectile vomiting into the middle of 50 people standing outside the truck, and I didn't know it was there. Then it had me trying to jump out of the truck at 70 miles an hour after I woke up.
Like tequila.
Tequila had me and one of my best friends get jumped by like 6 Albanian guys outside of a bar one night.
Tequila, just the smell of it makes me want to throw up. Like,
That was a horror. That wasn't a horror story, but that was a bad story.
yeah, I leave you two clowns at the bar. I'm not even going 5 minutes. I get to the house, not even at the house 2 minutes. Yo, Jay, you need to come back to the bar. I'm like, why? I just left it. Oh, we got jumped. I just left you. How the hell did you guys get jumped at the bar? You guys are ridiculous. Sure enough, they got beat up by a bunch of. They got jumped by.
No, we didn't get beat up. Not gonna lie, my jaw was slightly dislocated, but that's because the dude hit me from behind after I was choking out his boy on the ground.
See, that sucker punching will get you nowhere. Get your ass beat. Screws coming out.
Yeah, listen. I'm not even gonna say that right now. Nah, fuck it. You have no balls if you sucker punch somebody.
I don't mess with tequila anymore, but I will occasionally. Russell said I don't flirt with it. I don't mess with tequila in it. I don't mess with tequila anymore, but I will occasionally flirt. No, ain't even no flirting, ain't even no eye contact this way with tequila. I don't want nothing to do with it. Being tequila is like, that's like you seeing.
Well, if you're drinking a margarita,
that's like you seeing a horrible ex from like 10 years ago in a store and shit. You just walked all the way. You know what I mean? That's me. That's me and tequila.
All right, hound dog. Chill out.
Bassy get beat up. Yeah, that whistle.
Well, it also depends on what tequila you were drinking.
Cuervo.
What's
No.
A handle of Cuervo before we went to the bar.
Ooh.
Patron.
It's all nasty. It all tastes like doo-doo. Every bit of it. Rum and I don't mix. You might find me up on the roof of a building. No, dude. Nah. I still have Oktoberfest. No, listen, we had a barbecue over here in my house front, and because I wasn't following any shut down guidelines, I was like, I want to have people at my house. It's summertime, so I had barbecue over here, right? I still have full liquor bottles from then. It's going on 4 years. Still sitting in my cabinet. That's what I tell you, he's seen them. They're gonna sit there until they get used up. I'm thinking about having a barbecue this year.
Is Uncle Gus coming to take over the barbecue grill?
Is who?
Uncle Gus.
No, Uncle Gus.
Oh my God! You didn't watch that video I sent you the other day, did you?
Man, my days are blending together. I don't know. I will watch it though. No,
get that goddamn lighter fluid out of here. Bring me some more gasoline. Bring me some more gasoline.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Oh, I see that guy. All right.
Roll Charlie around. He'll be all right.
But no, me and this goon are turning 40 this year. So there's a couple things I want to do. I do want to have like a big barbecue over here. It's a big family barbecue. That would be pretty cool. But then I do want to go to Vegas. I need to go. And it's not, I don't gamble. Right? Everybody's like, oh, you want to go to Vegas, shoot craps and all. No. There's other shit to do in Vegas. Other shit. You can, I'm a car guy. I like cars, love cars. Few of you that are friends with me on Facebook, I send you car videos. You know what you can do in Vegas for $250? For $250, you can go to the Las Vegas International Speedway, and drive around a Porsche 911 RS Turbo around the racetrack,
Or a Ferrari.
or a Ferrari, or a GTR, or a Lamborghini, or a McLaren, or a Mustang, a Corvette. You can drive around whatever the hell you want around there, around the Las Vegas International Speedway.
Dude,
That's what I want to do.
Know that we don't have. You do know that we don't have to go far to do that, right? We could just go like 5 miles down the road.
I know, but it's not the same thing because
Dude, they test cars out. They test cars out here like they use the Top Gear track.
I know, but it's not. Listen, it's not the same thing, right? Because down there, if we were to say do it in Vegas, we could leave the International Speedway and drive right up to Area 51.
Yeah.
You can't do that in New York. You can't do that right here. So, granted, we do have the motor club or whatever the hell that is, which it costs like $100,000 a year for a membership, which is absolutely crazy. But if you're driving around in Porsche or Ferrari, you probably got that kind of money.
Yo, what I'm telling you, on a clear day, bro, you can hear these cars like 8 miles away.
Thunder.
Oh yeah,
like a Bluebird Sky Day, dude. Ridiculous, man.
The petty experience does look crazy, but I think I'd rather. I grew up watching Top Gear, like in early my adult growing up in adult years. I watched Top Gear. I wanted, one of my dreams is to get on the Autobahn with a supercar. But I would go to the International Speedway in Vegas. I'm definitely going to Area 51. Definitely going. So if I say, yo, I'll be back in a few hours, and I'm not back in a few hours, you know what happened. Right? Got a little anxious. I stepped over that barricade. But but yeah,
you don't even have to step over the barricade. Obviously, they'll open it up.
Apparently now they're opening the barricades for you. Why didn't they do that when there was the whole let's storm Area 51? I don't know why. I know why
I missed that whole movement because I was.
Oh yeah, that's when you were sick.
I missed that whole movement, like when that shit. Yeah, I came out. I'm like, who the hell was talking about storming Area 51? What the hell? What did I miss?
Yeah, you missed a lot of shit that summer.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
It's all fun and games until the camo dude show up. Yep. Well, there's a video floating around on the internet. It's just from, I want to say the earliest 2000s. People standing out there by the gate at Area 51, and man, this just random old lady ran the gate. Just kept going.
Oh, I seen that video. Yeah,
you remember that one? She just ran the gate and kept going. And the guys, I believe the guys were, if I remember right, the guys recording didn't stick around because they saw the camo dude shoot down after her ass, so they bunked out. Yeah, she just drove past. NPC driving, drove right into Area 51. What's up, Red? How you doing? But yeah, I'm going to go Area 51, Las Vegas International Speedway, right? And then you know what I'm going to do?
Go by the Clown Hotel.
No.
Oh, we're going
one
by
of those heart attack burgers they talk about.
Oh, you talk that heart attack restaurant, right? The one where they put you in like the patient gown and shit like that. Yeah, I know that's in Vegas, I believe. I would go to that. But no. So you got the International Speedway, right? You got the Area 51. Then you know what I would do? I would sit in a populated area and watch. I swear, dude, I would people watch in Vegas. You know why? You know how many times you know how many interviews I've heard from like whistleblowers and stuff like that where they talk about, yo, they're walking among us, and more than likely, if you're hanging out in Vegas, you walk past at least 4 of them. I would sit and
Dude, you could go
watching
do
it.
that at Grand
How
Central
would you-
State.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You could go do that at Grand Central Station.
I would sit down. I would give. Is it legal to drink beer on the street or like on the side if you're chilling on the sidewalk or something down in Vegas? I don't know. I don't know really what's the open.
I know
I
you
would
see
think it would
people
have to
drinking
be-
mixed drinks.
Maybe at a-
Well, all right, whatever. I would having a drink's besides the point. I would people watch. I would people watch for like 2.5, maybe 3 hours. Just sit there watching people, and then you can figure out who the NPCs are, who the humans are, and who the aliens are. Yeah,
Dude, we could go do that tomorrow.
you probably could.
We could go do that. We could literally go do that tomorrow.
Mr. G and Bear said, just go to your local Walmart. You're right. Go to your local Walmart during the
See,
summertime.
that's the thing about Walmart. Go
ahead.
Nah, see, this is how you beat all that. This is how you beat all that bullshit in Walmart. If your Walmart has an automotive, which mine does, I park by automotive, go in that side door, get what I gotta get, ring out at electronics right there by automotive, and walk right the hell back out.
Yo.
But to really see the freaks, it needs to be in the middle of the night. But Walmart don't. They're not open 24 hours no more.
And that's what's wrong with America. Nobody's had a 20.
I used to love going to Walmart. Nobody's had going to Walmart at 2:30 in the morning and shop by myself.
Nobody's had a 1 a.m. Walmart visit in the last 4 years, and that's what's wrong with everybody.
True, because you could see some freaky shit.
Yeah, you go to Walmart when it was open 24 hours. You go when it's open 24 hours during the summertime. Go to Walmart. If you don't have anything to do, just go walk around Walmart, and you will see the wildest shit. Like So you gotta watch it because then they got their.
I've never seen anything crazy in Walmart.
No, I've seen some wild stuff.
Walmart.
I've seen some wild ones, but then you gotta watch it because then you got these they're fake. What do they call these guys? They're little bogus security dudes. The guys with the walkie-talkie in there. Asset protection, AP, asset protection. Is that what they call them clowns?
Man, listen, man. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit.
They walk
the
around.
dudes have that damn. They have that earpiece plugged into their damn cell phone, listening to music.
Like yo. If I wanted to walk out of here right now, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Besides hop on your little walkie-talkie. Because by the time you get over here, I'm gonna be in my car, guy. You guys are clowns. And I'm telling you, I'm getting rant time. Rant time. Here it is, incoming. Stop checking my receipt, goddammit.
That's when you need to go by automotive and check out.
At self-checkout.
No, listen. Yeah. Go to you people in front. I understand it's your job, whatever. You know what? You know what your job should be? Get on the register. Stop checking receipts. If you put people on the registers, you wouldn't have to worry about people stealing shit, would you? Because you have people at the registers. You wouldn't have to worry about people not swiping stuff on self-checkout, would you? If you open up the registers. Logic.
Well, not only that, if they're going to check receipts, wait until they pass that certain point where something goes off, say, hey, something went off, we got to check your receipt. That's legitimate then. You may have missed something.
Listen, I've been being
not before that.
I've been being a dick to people, dude. You know what I've been doing? Like when they want to stop me and ask for my receipt, they're like, all right, here you go. And I just keep walking. Oh, I don't need the receipt. Neither do I. You can keep it. You want to check it? If it's so important, you want to look at it so bad, you can have it. I don't need it anymore. I got it. I'm not returning anything I got in my cart. What the hell?
like if it just so happens that I go through self checkout and I'm at like the first self checkout aisle, and the person that checks my receipt is right there looking at me, and you still had the nerve to check my receipt when I just rang up 4 items.
Yep. Like
you look dead at me, you piece of you.
No, I'm gonna get to the point where I'm just gonna start spazzing on people. But right now it's just if you ask for my receipt, I'm gonna hand it to you, and then I'm gonna walk away. Oh, I don't need your receipt. Neither do I. You obviously wanted to check it so bad, so now you can have it. I don't need it because I'm not returning anything I got in my cart. Yeah, I'm gonna return a bag of cat food. I'm gonna return a stick of deodorant. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it don't work.
Now back to the snake repellent thing. I don't know if I want to try that.
Yeah,
because I don't know if I don't know if I would be willing.
You don't know what kind of.
I don't know if I would be ready to.
Well, you don't know.
No, I'm not worried about their reaction. I'm worried about my reaction. I don't know if I'm ready to see that shit.
Well, you don't know what your reaction would be, right? And then we'll take into this aspect the person who would be affected, person or being that would be affected by the snake repellent experiment. You don't know what kind of reaction you're going to elicit out of them, because you might not get the same reaction that one guy who told this story did. Remember, he told the story where he got the reaction, and the thing was like, "Yo, just I'm out here just trying to make a living just like you. Like, please don't blah blah blah." You might find an uber aggressive one who follows you. You know what I mean? Who follows you home. And for all you know, you can end up on a missing persons list. So yeah, I would. It depends. Hold on, I got a cough. So I would like to try it, but you got to take into consideration all of those aspects and what could result from doing that. Because could you imagine the freak out somebody? What can you imagine the panic and freak out if you made somebody shift? More than likely, you get a knock on your door too. Guaranteed.
Yep.
I just wouldn't do it.
I mean, it's not like they did it intentionally. You know what I mean? It was an inadvertent mistake. But it did result in something very telling. Bass, did you watch that video I sent you about the dude talking about his DoorDash driver?
No.
Yeah, the guy said he ordered DoorDash, and he said he normally just meets the DoorDasher outside, but something told him to look through the peephole, and he looked through the peephole, and he said when it got out the car, it wasn't human. He said he came up to the door, knocked on the door a few times. He said he would not answer that door. He started praying. The thing knocked a few more times, and like he said, it hopped back to the car. He's like, "Yo, I don't know what the hell was going on, but that wasn't human that came to my door." And it makes you think. There's a lot more stories coming out about people seeing all the weird stuff, and not for nothing, I think that veil is toilet paper thin right now, and I'm not talking two-ply.
No.
You know what I mean? And I think it's only going to take, like, so say that Miami thing was a portal, right? I think it'll only take a couple of occurrences like that to make everything really jump off. They drive for server. Hey, Bama, you know what? The past 2 days, I've been listening to just the Dirty Work Inc. story. But earlier today, I actually restarted Worst Verse because I love that series. I'm going to listen to it again.
I haven't even started it yet.
The reason I'm going to listen
Plus,
to
too,
it
you'll
again is,
pick up more
yeah,
when you
because
redo it.
like, because there's certain stuff I didn't hear because I might have been busy doing something or whatnot like that. So I'm going back and re-listening to it all, and yeah, it's work. I'm going to keep saying to people, if you got some time to kill, you're doodling around, you're sitting around the house, you're cleaning, you're taking a poop, I don't know, something, put on the Worst Verse. Worst Verse chronological, Worst Verse in listening order, man. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Oh, Will Cut, that's which reminds me, dude. I gotta send you the outline for. Hold on, let me just make sure. Let me what? Because I've got a working title on this, so
Okay.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
all right. So my working title on this, what I have on it for right now, is called Midnight Conversations, and yeah, like I've got. It's going to take me a while to write this one, but I want to do this one right. I got the outline. I've got the character development. This shit's going to be really good. Midnight Conversations. It's about a radio talk show host who gets shipped over to a sister radio station, and he finds out that he's going to be talking on the phone with monsters, the gods, deities, and everything like that. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I've got this whole shit worked out, dude. I just gotta put it down on paper. I got the plot twist. I got everything. So I'm gonna change it. It's not gonna be called Midnight Conversations, though. I don't like that. That's just some shit I came up with really quick. You know, maybe I can
Call it the Midnight Conversations series.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a series. It's definitely gonna be a series. I don't know what I really want to call it now.
Well, you make the radio host his late night show, Midnight Conversations, but the title of the book be something else. But you list the series as Midnight Conversations after his talk show.
Yeah. It's called like, see that list of stuff right there? All up until up until about there, right there. That's all story stuff for this story.
Oh shit!
Yeah, telling you, man. I got the main character. I got the main character premise, where I'm going with the story. I got the main villain. I got the plot twist. I got all of it, dude. All of it. And you know what I'm thinking about? You know what I was thinking about doing earlier? I'm thinking about adding Shell to it as a main character, out of respect to Shell. So, but yeah.
Well, yeah, because
be looking for that. So,
well, you got to think anybody that hosts a show has someone that does all the research to bring to you. That way, they can break it down to you. That way, you can keep the show flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Producers.
Yeah.
Look, guy. When I tell you I'm all in on this story, I'm all in. I even developed some images for him if you guys want to see them.
Show it.
Yeah, well, let me send them to Bass over there. There we go. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with this one. I'm only going to show one of the images because I got a bunch of them for this guy and for the story. Just sent the photo.
Damn, I was hoping Green Bay beat the 49ers.
What happened?
I said, damn, I was hoping Green Bay beat the 49ers. This will shut the 49er fans up.
The 49er fans aren't ever going to shut up. This is the main character of my story, guys. Man, his name is Jack. His name is Jack. And yeah, dude, this story, I'm looking to do some crazy stuff with this story. Put them up on the big screen there. That's a future protagonist of the story I'm writing. Quote unquote midnight conversations. Probably not gonna be out for a while. It's not gonna be out for a while. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna send it to Nature's Temperate, see if he'll narrate it. But yeah, that's
Yeah, he does damn
that's
good
a character
narration.
from the story. Dude, his voice. Dude, have you listened to his Burning Down the Ozarks?
No.
Yeah, he did a story called Burning Down the Ozarks. He narrated that one, and that one is really good too. That's about a satellite technician who gets sent out to the Ozarks to put up a satellite at this old dude's house. But it turned out the old dude was killing people and burying their body parts because he was trying to bring about an old like Danish forest god. Really good stories.
That story's been out for a couple of years, hasn't it?
Yep. And he did one called
You talked about it a long time ago.
He's got one called I'm a Sheriff's Deputy in Bulls Heart, Texas. That one's really good. Like, I'm telling you guys, don't be sleeping. If I'm not watching something like in regards to like paranormal research or something like that, I'm listening to creepypasta. I'm listening to like those narrations and stuff like that. I love that stuff. Because you know why? Because it takes you back. All right. Listening to say the worst verse or something like that takes me back to like when I was a little kid. It gets your imagination going. You know what I mean? And I love that. Because you'll sit there and listen to like, and you start putting it together like, oh, that's Peter Pan he's talking about. Oh shit, that's the Lost Boys. What, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde are in this story too? Like, and you start putting everything together. Like, all right, so when I tell you so you remember that episode of it was an episode of Tom and Jerry from years and years ago, where Jerry had linked up with these three cats, and the cats were in like black, red, blue, and green sweaters.
You mean Tom?
And Jerry was dressed. Yeah, no. Jerry. Tom's the cat. Jerry the mouse.
Yeah, Tom got those three cats to come take care of Jerry for him.
Yeah, but Jerry ended up hooking up with them. Yep. Did you know that that cartoon episode with the three cats and Jerry dressed up in the yellow sweater? Did you know that was the inspiration for Dirty Work Inc.?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking you're thinking of Jerry's cousin that was whooping their ass.
It might have been. Oh, I
because remember, Tom got those three cats. Jerry had to call in his cousin and his cousin was a badass that come in whooping their ass
Okay, I think that's what it is. But yeah, but
because he
that's
wore a sweater and a top hat.
yeah, sweater and like one of those boulder hats.
Well, bolo hat.
Yeah, but yeah, that was the inspiration. Though apparently the author Joshua Wagner said that was the inspiration for Dirty Work Inc. Like those three guys, and love it. So
There's one part of the whole series that is really uneasy.
which part?
Abigail and the mafia dude from New York that was coming to. That's
That's a
like
little weird.
that's a little weird.
I'll tell you what. How about you guys get Bama in here because I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
All right,
Yo, Bama.
yeah,
You
Bama's listening
you're right
to
to
it
get a
too.
drink.
Hold on. Yeah, Bama said he's listening to it, right?
I just wish
Yeah, of course
the
he's
series would be
listening
finished.
to it. He just put in chat. I drive for Cerber.
What'd you say, woke up?
I just wish the series would be over because there's one part left out still. Everyone's trying to figure out, and that's the blacksmith. What is his major goal?
You know who the blacksmith is? I know who it is. I know who the blacksmith is. The dude wearing the black hat, the fucking circular black sunglasses and black trench coat. I know who it is.
I'm thinking death, but
Yeah, you want me to ruin it for you? No?
go ahead because I'm still going to listen to it.
I know
What's
who it is.
up?
I'm gonna ruin it for you. What's going on, Bama? So
Chilling.
Bama, you guys want to know who that guy that they're looking for is?
Who?
The blacksmith.
Hook's brother.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Because
The
he's
blacksmith.
appeared in 2 or 3 other stories now, and
He's been in worst. He was in the worst hotel.
Travis. Yeah,
Mhm.
Travis took him to the book to look up for a book.
The only part that I haven't figured out yet is how that book got out of the hotel.
I don't
Yeah.
know
The only part I
either.
haven't gotten it. But yeah, the blacksmith, the one that made the most cursed object in history.
Yeah,
That's Hook's brother. Yeah, I figured that one out. That's Hook's brother.
That's
very
right.
trippy though.
But yeah,
The thing I'm just trying to figure out is what is his end game in all this.
That's a good point.
But remember the one that says he's Yahweh. He said he got control of the book, and he used it to become what he is now. So maybe this guy's doing the same thing, but he's just trying to bring about demonic stuff. I don't know, because it's,
My only
Yeah.
question is this: who was doing the rituals? Because they only found 3 of them, I believe, or was it 4?
they found 4. The dude, I don't think they were able to do the 5th. I think that's when Dirty
So-
Work Inc. had snagged them.
Did they actually sit there and stop Hook's brother from doing the 5th one? If that was Hook's brother doing that, or somebody else?
Well, I know his henchman
Because
killed him.
Yahweh said when he had Jose trapped was, we do rituals. We don't want him
Yep.
watching.
Yeah,
So he was put in the room with the maid.
which the maid
Yeah.
is
Dracula's
Dracula
other daughter.
and
Yeah, Dracula.
Oldest daughter.
His daughter.
Dracula and Athena's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Hey, what the hell are you guys talking about? Oh my
I-
god! I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking
I
about.
wonder who Abigail is going to go get. because she flew back over to what, Romania, Transylvania, one like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, she went back
So
to Romania.
I wonder who she's
Tegan?
going to go get.
I'm thinking she's going to go get what's her name's mom.
Yeah, Tegan's mom.
Tegan's mom.
Yeah.
You know what? That might be it. That might be it.
Because she
All
said
right,
they
Bass.
just have history together.
All right, Bass. So what's going on here is
Always last to find out.
yeah. Listen, I've been telling you for how long now to listen to this damn story. All right, so what's going on is right.
Hell, you mean to tell me?
Bass,
I
if you ain't
all
listened to it
before
yet, you're
he
missing
did?
out.
So all right, I'll give you a quick.
Dude, I know the premise of the story. I know the premise of the story.
What we're talking about is part of it.
But what the hell you guys are talking about now is all gibberish.
All right, so Captain Hook. I told you Captain Hook's in this story, right?
Yep.
Captain Hook has a brother. Captain Hook's brother is apparently an evil blacksmith who worked at the worst hotel at one point. So he knows about the worst hotel. He's been there and everything like that. And he's going around with this book that he took from the worst hotel. And he's trying to create his own deal. He wants to fucking run everything, I guess. Like be evil, just be an evil dictator. And there's a lot of shit playing into it. And when we're saying the werewolf, no, not the werewolves.
Dracula
Has a daughter.
The brothers, identical twins.
Yeah. All right.
Abigail is a 13-year-old young vampire that's been
Yeah.
alive for over 300 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then
There's a movie coming out about her.
You got Tom Cruise, aka Dr.
Cruise.
Frankenstein.
That I was not expecting.
Neither was I.
That was the twist.
I love that one.
Now, what's funny is when Tom Cruise and what's her name are going at it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you were in that movie. No, I wasn't. but you did that in that movie. No, I didn't.
So did he ever show you the money? How fast was you really going in that jet?
Hell.
But yeah, this whole, and now it's up to 80.
Did you eat that whole box of chocolates? That's Tom Hanks.
I think it's up to 80 videos, dude. And they range anywhere from like 20 minutes to like an hour.
An hour.
Yeah.
Like
And hell, it helps out with the long.
It's basically
drive,
chapters.
too.
yeah, and I definitely listened to it in the listening order, not the chronological order. Chronological is just when the shit was released. You want to listen to it in the listening order because that'll put you
out with Captain Hook.
Yeah,
with,
well, that's chronological order.
That's what I've been going by.
I go by listening order because that Captain Hook story, that one, if you go in the chronological order, that's just when it was released. That one has Dr. Creepin's versions in it too, a couple of Dr. Creepin versions. But the listening order one, that's all Nature's Temper, and that's from the first Werewolves Are Assholes. It goes the Werewolves Are Assholes Part 1, Part 2. Then it has the Most Cursed Object, which is Hook's brother.
Yeah.
It has those two stories. Then it goes back to werewolves. Then it goes to Worst Hotel. Then it goes to a Cerber side story. Then it goes back to werewolves, and then think Cerber, then Dirty Working. Like it's all
over.
It jumps around, but it goes in order, really.
Yeah. I like the chronological order just because it starts with I banged a werewolf, and then it goes into I Ride for Server, and then Dirty Work, and the Pirate, and everything else.
Yeah.
I like that one because it just you'll have 10 or 12 of the I Ride for Server, and then it's Dirty Work, Ride for Server, and Flip Flops.
Because like when I had first heard Dirty Work Inc. and like you're listening to it and you're like, they're saying stuff in the story like there's gotta be more to this damn story. What the hell? Like where's the rest of this story at? And then you find out that it's a branch off from the Server story. So you had the I Drive for Server, which was written by Mofficius, which was the first person to write like the Server stuff.
Right.
And then Joshua Wagner, I guess she gave him permission to like branch off into the Serververse, and then that he created the Worst Verse, which is mainly comprised of Werewolves Are Assholes and I Ride for Server.
Yep.
But they're all in the same. They all take place at the same time, pretty much. The I Drive for Server, I Ride for Server.
Because he still has a lot to finish, though, too.
Yeah. If you go to Reddit, there's a couple other Server stories that are written on there, but it's called the Server Mundane Stories. It's just like random, just not interesting stuff like Jose would have been posting.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
I'm still wondering how the ancient temple that was found is going to come play into all this.
Ancient temple. Which one was that?
Remember the archaeologist?
Oh yeah. The buried tomb.
I think honestly, I think that one is just a
filler in.
No, it's just a way to introduce his universe, a way to give an explanation of his universes of that the Worst Verse universe vampires. Yeah. Like I don't know, because that's definitely a vampire story. Ooh. And it falls into the middle.
Think about it.
It falls into the middle of the Worst Verse.
The globe they found had all these little spots around the world. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking all those are either tombs or something that have to do with the Worst Verse. Or it could be the doorways to the hotel.
Yeah.
I would like them
because remember they showed Atlantis and other places on the globe that are no longer there.
Yeah.
I would like to get more into the metal that makes the weapons that Hephaestus made.
Yeah.
Because
Hephaestus.
Milo he said something. I believe it was Milo. One of them said it was either Milo or Lita. One of them said that a group matter of fact it was in Worst Hotel. Leslie, when he was showing what's his name? The twin. I can't think of his name.
Oh, Travis.
Travis, yeah. When he was showing Travis the little baton looking thing, he's like, remember he said a group of bandits got a hold of this metal before and they built Atlantis with it.
Yeah.
So like get more into the metal.
Yeah. Because remember in the tomb, they found power tools that still worked.
Yeah.
But they had no power cord.
I wish they would make Tales from the Gas Station series from Mr. I've listened to that one. That was actually a pretty good one. But this there's a lot of. So what did you guys think of the raid on Dracula's house?
Oh, that was good.
Like when you found out the Lost Boys was like a paramilitary force and shit. Like I was like, what? That was trippy to me.
Oh yeah, that was good. I like the way they did it too. Like Pan's already at the door in his
And that shadow.
Yeah, his shadow, and well, after a while, Crocodile.
Yeah, because he had seen. He didn't see the shadow before. He had actually saw Pan.
Right on the
before
beach.
that. Yeah, on the beach. Like why this guy Joshua Wagner doesn't have some kind of major deal or something like that? I don't know.
I was thinking about that earlier too.
Like, man, if I could start my own production company, the worst verse would be the first thing I would throw money at.
And do it exactly right. Don't fuck it up.
No, you have to follow with the worst verse. You have to follow the story. You can't take anything out. Because as soon as you start taking anything out of it, you're gonna just ruin it. And a matter of fact, it doesn't even have to be a story. The worst verse could be a fucking 7-season show.
Oh yeah,
honestly,
like Supernaturals. Yeah, definitely.
Because you can throw in the aspects of hunters and everything like that.
I know who can play Hook. Alan Richardson.
Nah. You need a British guy.
A big British guy.
Yeah.
Because you can remember, he's got to hold that whole arm of silver coins.
Yeah. You need a bigger British dude. Got to be a little older.
Yeah, but British doesn't have nobody in British that big.
You'd be surprised.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Henry Cole.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'd cast as Hope. I don't know. But it would definitely be at the top of my list to watch. And I'd watch it continuously and often.
Definitely. Because like I said earlier in the chat, I've already gone back and re-listened to it all over again.
I think this will be my third time.
This will be my second.
Like, it just...
I'm going on my third.
It's fun. Bass.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So damn quiet. Bass has nothing to say because he hasn't listened to any of this shit yet.
Bass, you're definitely missing out. I can tell you that right
now. Obviously, if you guys... I checked out his conversation fucking 15 minutes ago.
We could tell.
No comment, no nothing. He's just lost and Jay's confused, basically.
This is us geeking out on some creepypasta that's really interesting.
I'm waiting. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for my little mini 3D printed helmet to finish, so I can start working on it, so I can finish my damn statue. That's what I'm waiting for. I have no idea what you guys. I'm not interested because I started listening to the werewolves assholes. But then I just seen the timeline. Do I really want to invest this much time and listen to the story?
Yes.
Bash, you sit there at the meat market, you sit there at your job all day watching TikToks and Instagram reels and everything like that. Just put it on.
Hey,
you can go about doing whatever you were doing. Yeah, go about doing whatever.
It draws you in really good after a bit. You really get into it because the characters are so colorful, especially Gay J. Holy shit, I laughed a fucking heart at that good dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Gay Jake is funny as shit.
When what's his name asked him, he's like, "Why are you gay?"
There's some great characters in the story.
Because hell, you can't tell if Milo's being smart or just stupid.
Exactly.
Why does everybody think I'm dressed like a pirate? I'm supposed to be a gypsy. They keep calling him fucking Jack Sparrow.
KJ, one for smart, one for stupid.
But when you hear Gay Jake, the first person you think of as an actor that could play that just died.
Yeah. Yep. I know exactly.
Lindsay, what's his name? He's from Tennessee. Little gay dude.
That little one to be like, well, shit. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
in what? He was in Ski Patrol back in the 90s, wasn't he?
Yep. What was that
Really?
one series on NBC? Had Deborah Messing in it, and she's married to one gay dude, but they shared an apartment.
Will and Grace?
Will and Grace. He was in it.
Hmm.
What was his name again? I'm gonna bring up a picture.
Lindsay. Shit.
I don't think that was the name.
No.
Shit. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, to find out Jose actually tried to go to school to be
Leslie Jordan.
a criminal investigator, a detective almost, that surprised me.
Yeah, he's got a degree in like
Criminology.
in forensics. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's Jose that's got the criminology degree.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know what Travis has got.
A gambling problem.
Yeah,
Travis,
that.
Travis apparently ran track. That was about it.
Hightail it out of there, basically. Yeah. But it's funny though. Every story you
Leslie
hear,
Jordan. This dude.
Yeah.
every story that they telling, they all had the worst day of their life, and then all of a sudden, boom, the hotel appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's
Yep. There's Gay
can only
Jake right
find
there.
that hotel.
Yeah,
You can only find that hotel on the worst day of your life.
right.
Unless you're part of the worst verse and you know how to get to it.
But
Use
see,
it
I
for
thought
whatever.
that once you were working for them, you couldn't sneak nothing out.
No, you can't. What? Hold on. What?
So, like,
No.
not just working for them, but when he takes Hook's brother down there, they're like, yeah, you can't take a book away from here at all.
There
So
might.
that'd be
There
the
might.
case.
He might have been able to figure it out because remember he said he had worked there for years,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so he
So
might
how
have.
did
He
he
might have
figure
figured.
it out without causing a massive
Um,
meltdown or so?
I don't know. There's a lot of. There's still a lot of stuff to be explained, like the
Very true.
not the. I think it's the second or third shift of the worst hotel, where the bugs or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell it is, those
Yeah. I forgot about that.
the explanation from how Jose got out to California, the reason he's out there. I'd like to hear that story. He talk about giant spiders or some shit. That's why he's out in. That's why he's
Because I
out
was
in
about
LA.
to say, Travis was already working at the hotel when that happened, and then that's how Jose wound up in LA because of that. Shortly after his brother started working there.
Yep.
You
Because
know what? That might be it. Because Louis was supposed to be tracking
Travis.
Yeah.
Travis, but he found
But
Jose.
the only one he found was Jose. And
yeah, because they're
again,
twins.
Identical twins, exactly.
Yeah, guys.
I'd love to see chat
listen
right
to
now.
The chat don't even care what we're talking about right now. I don't even think, you're like, yo, these guys are being too nerdy right now for me. No,
It's not.
if you guys, I'm telling you, if you guys just went and listened to this, you'd be like, yo, they were telling the truth. This shit is cool.
Oh, it is. Trust me. I was skeptical when they're telling it. And I was like, let's give it a try. And I'm hooked. I really am. I love the damn thing.
Like every time when the last 3 episodes they posted, as soon as they posted it, I sent to the Wilco. I was like, yo, they posted a new video.
Yeah.
Another thing that's funny is the dialogue and how they are with each other is between Abigail and Jose.
Not only that,
He'll start being a smart ass to her, and she whoops his ass every damn time. He'll wake up with a fucking headache. What happened?
She goes on freak mode.
Yeah.
But I think there's something there between Abigail and Louis. I think they're going to wind up being together, you know, becoming dating, as it were.
That's why I said earlier, that's a little weird. Yeah, she's 300 and something years old,
but she
but
looks like
she
a
looks
13-year-old.
12.
Yeah.
Then another thing they need to explain. The last chapter of Worst Hotel, when Travis goes to Dracula's house.
Yeah, that
How
one.
did Dracula and them end up with that video?
No. It was Tegan and what's her face. They found a little drive after the mysterious guy drove off.
Yeah. After Hook's brother, he dropped that drive.
Yeah, she forgot about it until they were there at Dracula's house, and she's like, why not? Now's a good time as any, because she was going to watch it earlier on, but she got sidetracked with whatever. I forgot what it was. And then while she was there, it popped out. She goes, well, I already got the laptop out. Might as well. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what's going on? We need more information about that, Mr. Wagner.
Yeah,
what the hell happened with this video? Like, is a video where this dude just completely murks out his entire family, like, and they're sitting all.
Like, I want to know what Hook's brother gets out of this. Does he get entertainment? Is it just for some desire or need?
I think he's trying to do, like I said, I think he's trying to go along the same way as the Yahweh character.
Well, that's funny because Yahweh did work at the Worst Hotel there for a while too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking they put them in the most expensive room to keep them working there for a while, and then, hey, you want to stay or do you want to go ahead and go? Which is it? Because you already got a good job, great food, great pay almost, and you get to go anywhere and everywhere. You get to see all these interesting creatures. So who knows? But that's the question is, how long was Yahweh and Hook's brother there for? Because they said both were there for a couple hundred years or something, or not longer than that, or whatever. Can't remember exactly.
Yeah, and then the chick Shasa, she's been there a few hundred years too.
Yeah.
You talking about Travis's roommate? No, wait a minute. The one that gives him shit all the time.
Yeah.
Her. She's been there a few hundred years too.
So the real question is this: does Sasha know Hook's brother and Yahweh?
Quite possibly.
And not only that, Travis's roommate's been there for just shy of what's her face too? Shasta?
Yep. And remember they started blowing up all the gates.
That's the other question I got is, how is Relic and the hotel manager related?
I think they're more. I don't know. That's a good one.
I'm not sure if they're related or
it's Relic
along with Mr. Giggles.
Right, exactly.
Mr. Giggles is part of that too.
Yeah. Because
it's not Mr. Giggles, it's Mr. Giggles.
Because Travis was only in that room for like
18
minutes.
Seconds.
Yeah, if that.
No, but it ended up being like a year and a half.
No, he said 3. I think they said 3 to 5 seconds is how long he was in there, and he was in there for longer than a year.
Yeah,
I think they said 5 years or some shit like that.
And then the other guy that's sitting there waiting for him was like, "Wow, that was quick." You know, he was shocked and surprised. Said, "Wow, he must have saw something in you because you're in and out awfully quick." Even though in our time it was like 5 years.
Yeah. Well, for our time, it'd only been a few seconds.
Right.
For them, it was years. Because remember, he talked about how he always got a change of clothes, but had to shit in the fucking bucket.
Yeah.
I wonder if the hotel manager knew about Tom's building. Because remember, Tom's building had the only portal where you go see Frodo, or whatever that dude's name was, the one that everybody's scared of, even Yahweh.
Who was that?
Frodo.
I don't think I've heard him mentioned.
Yeah, he's been mentioned. The only way to get to where he is was to go through Tom's building, and Jose went there and he met with him and shit like that. And then
was that the guy where he, instead of doing something, he's like, well, let's do it this way, pay the other way instead of sacrificing somebody's life or something?
I believe so. And then they were all having their group powwow meeting at the table, and Frodo was there, and that's when they started explaining what Satan was and everything like that. It was just that a collective. Yeah, but no,
for that again.
Tom's house.
Yeah.
I wonder if the hotel manager, Relic, and
No, because they didn't know about Tom's house having that, because the manager only controls inside the hotel, not outside.
So it makes you think, where the hell did Tom get his portals from?
Exactly, because the manager can only teleport people here and there and wherever they want to go.
Bass,
Or at least close to the location.
Bass, unmute yourself. Bass, unmute yourself. Yo, unmute yourself, dude.
There you
For
go.
what? I have nothing to add to this conversation. Good day, sir.
Bass, your job for this week is to listen to this show.
Yeah, like, how many more times do I have to tell you? Just press play on the damn thing, dude. Seriously.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Bass. I was skeptical. I was like, but until they're like, come on, give it a try. You'll definitely love it. And so I was like, screw it. I got nothing better to do. And, with me driving at night, it's kind of boring and lonely anyway. So I was like, shit, why not? So, I've been listening to it at night.
It was like me before Christmas.
Yeah.
I jumped in pickup. I was going to go somewhere. I put it on, started listening to it. Get to my destination, and I was like, we're busy. I'm like, hell, I went all the way to the Outer Banks listening to it. Turned, come back, went through the mountains of Virginia and North Carolina just listening to the whole damn series.
Hell, I drove all the way down to Memphis and back, Indy and back. Hell, I went everywhere listening to that shit. Hell, even down to Kansas City and back.
Mm-hmm.
It kills time. It really does.
All right. So
But it is so damn interesting because there's so many doors that it opens.
It really does.
that, and dude, his voice acting is like second.
It's good. Oh, it's
But
damn good.
But sometimes he sounds like another character again. I'm like, wait, what? Almost sounds like another character.
Well, he all right. So Louis and Jose sound the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in their separate stories, but when they're in the story together, he changes the voice of Louis, whereas Jose is the predominant voice that sounds like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he interchanges the voices a little bit and tweaks them here and there, but it's overall he does a pretty damn good New York accent.
Well,
Hey,
like in
Bass,
Werewolves Are Assholes, you didn't find out to what the third one that the main character is a woman?
Yeah.
No, actually, that was the beginning of the second one that you find out.
Yeah,
about.
second.
Bass, unmute yourself.
Like, wow, I got nothing to say.
All right. No, because I have to
in this knowledge.
Hold on,
That you
because I
guys are
have to
divulging
listen.
to me right now, so I can understand what the hell is going on in the story.
Listen, I have to go to the lavatory real quick. I need you to take the reins for a minute. Is that okay? Are you
He
able
takes
to
the
do that?
reins, they're going to go
Even though
somewhere
I have
else.
no idea what the hell you guys are talking about. Whatever.
Then change the subject, man.
Absolutely.
You got the
My back
reins.
ain't going to be on the same track.
I'll be back.
Whip them
Let's
nags.
have-
Get them going in a different direction. You got the reins. Smack them.
I can't smack nobody.
Oh my god. All right. I don't even know what, like I've just been listening to you guys for like the last like half hour, just rambling and stuff. I'm like, this shit makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's not
That's why
really
you gotta
listen to it yet.
So where you at right now?
It
Yeah.
will.
Reno, Nevada. I was supposed to leave out, but load got canceled. I was going to go down to Southern California, pick up a load, go to Seattle with it. But it got canceled.
That sucks.
Yeah, because I was going to leave tonight and get down to the backside of, crap. Oh, what's the one national park? South of Tahoe.
Hell.
Yosemite.
Oh, yeah.
Well, where 395 goes actually is very, very close to where the Sierra Sounds were made. And I was going to stop at a rest area. That's not too far from it.
Nice.
But
All right. So
what I saw last night, it was snowing like a
travels
son of a bitch on top of there.
Hell, it was snowing like that Thursday night, too.
That's what
Yeah,
I was
but
just
there
about
it's
to
gonna
ask
be
you
more
about.
like
you're
10 feet.
crisscrossing the country.
Yeah. Oh, I think Illinois only got a few inches, and Indy also got another few more inches. But shoot, Thursday night it was just a car and a semi, and supposedly the semi got stuck or wedged underneath an overpass. So, yeah, I was sitting there for 2 hours before they finally got a regular flatbed out there to tow those guys away.
Oh, what was bad was Monday leaving Maryland, we went to Michigan, picked this load up for Tesla. It was one of their robotic platforms
Nice.
to build the cars here in Reno, well, outside Reno. And getting into Michigan, the temps were already in 9 degrees, and all the DEF pumps were froze from
Yeah, same
Pennsylvania
here.
all the way to Michigan. Got loaded. I slept. Time we made it to Iowa, all the DEF pumps were still froze. We had to go to a Walmart and buy them in jugs to
Yeah.
fill them up because everybody was out, along with the DEF pumps being froze up.
I
This
believe
stuff freezes at 17 degrees.
Yeah. But yet we obviously need that for what and why?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
But what's funny is the further west we went, the warmer it got. Time we got into Wyoming, hell, it was 40 degrees.
Damn.
Time we got into Nevada, it was 40 degrees.
Wow.
But we were still having to watch out for snow. This big storm coming in.
Shoot.
Because right there,
Chicago.
once you get into Utah, right there where 80 and 84 split,
Mhm.
he taking 80, they had the signs up to put chains up, put chains on. He pulled over. He decided instead of putting the chains on, check the cameras. Camera showed nothing but wet roads. He said, "Fuck it, I'm going."
No.
As soon as he took off, the lights turned off. Everybody else was still running chains.
Damn. Because I was going to say Chicago up there has been pretty damn cold. They can't charge their Teslas.
Oh yeah,
they are screwed. I find that very funny. One guy says,
Well,
"Yeah, I
the
went
same
ahead
thing
and
happened last year when they had that.
so it can charge."
Yeah. Same thing happened last year.
Last year when they
Yeah.
got that snowstorm down there in North Carolina and it shut down everything. People were stranded
Same
on the
way
side
the
of the
year
road
before
with their
that,
Teslas and
Texas,
shit.
remember?
They didn't know what to do because their
Yeah.
car ran out of battery power.
Because see, a lot of people don't know you can actually
But
get
they're getting real
a
smart.
deal
about
to go to set your battery in. You just take your battery out and set this little blanket type deal to cover your battery and plug it in to keep your battery warm during the winter,
Huh.
along with the heater block.
Yeah. Because I saw something the other day where they're like, why don't they just put a alternator inside of the electric car?
I've been saying that for 30 years. But all you hear from electrical engineers is, oh, it won't work.
No, it will work. They just think about it. They're making money off charging it and everything else.
Yeah.
Hey, David.
Okay.
Holly sent you a message in chat.
Okay. There's one guy out of British
they're
Columbia.
Getting smart with that shit nowadays, man. They're getting smart. They're getting smart with it nowadays. They're putting freaking Honda gas generators in their trunk just in case they run out of power. They hook the shits up to them.
Smart or hey, let's waste more money.
Holly.
I was being very sarcastic.
If you go on my page, I've got my email address. You can send me an email, and I can send it to you. Wedge UAPs, I've seen a few. And where I saw them was when I was up in the oil field up there in North Dakota.
The only one I can honestly say I've seen was down by Springfield, coming up from Springfield into St. Louis, and it was a weird thing. They're just out there just floating, like they'll grow bright and then just vanish. Pop right back, go bright, and then vanish again. And I've seen it not once, but twice. It's just weird.
Well, like the ones I saw was weird. It was like a damn police car just way up the damn sky, red, white, and blue lights flashing.
Huh. Mine were just white, but they were like, I guess the size of a bulb, but they were further up in the sky. I don't know how far up they were.
If you use a pair of binoculars and look at it closer, if you pull over and look at it, you'll see more lights. Because mine, you could see it flashing, but it was so saturated with white because it's so far away. But when you grab a pair of binoculars, you look up and you'll see it a lot better.
Well, I had to buy some so I can carry, but yeah.
Yeah, because I left mine in my pickup.
Because, like I said, it was twice in almost the same area, and 3 of them. And they looked like, well, from far as I could tell, looked like the size of a light bulb.
How close to Fort Leonard Wood were you?
I was so far away from Fort Leonard Wood. I was down close to Springfield. I was like around the 140.
Yep.
Ish. And I know Fort Leonard Wood's further up. So yeah.
Yeah, it's to the northeast of you.
Yeah. So
you was about in the middle of it.
Could have been. Like I said, there was 3 of them, and they were just out there flying around, goofing off, kind of thing, chasing each other almost. It was weird. And then it would go bright,
playing like hopscotch,
so bright that it would disappear, and then all of a sudden, whoop, it'll reappear again. What you want?
What, it was like playing like hopscotch, like it was jumping over each other?
Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the best way I can say. because it was just weird.
But-
There's 3 of them, and they're just going in different directions. And then all of a sudden, they all disappear. I didn't see them again. Not only that, another driver I talked to, he was somewhere else, and it wasn't down in Springfield, it was somewhere else, and he saw them. I said, do they, look like they would go bright, then disappear, and in a few minutes come right back again? He goes, yeah, exactly like that.
Where was he at?
I don't remember now, to be honest with you.
Same state or within 500 miles?
I don't remember. I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Because
Next time I'll talk to him, I'll ask him.
if he was seeing it at the same time, that ought to tell you how far up they were in the sky. Well, in space.
Right.
Because a lot of times, to be able to see something like that, you have to be at the right place at the right time and paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention the first time. I just happened to look up and something caught my eye, and I'm sitting there
Well,
like, what?
It has to catch your eye.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, you got to think, being on the road at night, you got so many cars and trucks coming towards you, it messes your eyesight up a little bit.
Yeah.
But until you get into that bearing spot where it's just you, then you notice a lot more. Unless something big close by.
Because there was one night, me and him were going up to Indy, and I kid you not, between me and him, we saw probably about 20-something shooting stars in one night. Yeah, it was crazy. I've never seen that many shooting stars at all in one night.
All right, so Bama, that was your first time ever seeing something strange in the sky?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. And I was just like, I can't believe I'm seeing this. Holy crap.
About how long ago was it?
Oh, God, this
About
was...
How long ago was it?
It was last year. Probably right after this. Because it was when I was running down to Springfield, and I wasn't running that much on Springfield. But it happened to be 2 nights I was going down there. And yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, because I did Indy, and then it was Springfield. So yeah, it's been about a year now.
I know the first time I thought I saw a UFO turned out to be a damn balloon.
That's like the only thing you've ever seen.
Yeah. Only thing I've ever seen.
Have you ever seen anything like other than UFO, like driving down the road, like maybe seeing a shadow run in front of you or anything like that?
I could have sworn when I was on the Kentucky run, something ran in front of my semi. And I just happened to turn my brights off. And I think it was me or Wedge were talking about it one night in chat. And it looked like all I could see was just an eye. And it was level with me in the pickup or in the semi. And it's just like, holy crap, what was that? Like, it moved fast.
What part of Kentucky?
It was, you know where Oak Grove, Kentucky is?
You'll have
Is
to
it
tell him.
anywhere near LBO or anything like that? No.
It was past.
Yeah, because
It was past the LBL.
north or
Yep.
south?
It had to be
East.
East. No, it was. I was headed back west at the time of this happening. It was right there around Illinois area. Crap.
Paducah.
Not Paducah. Crap, what was that town? It's like literally in between Kentucky and Illinois, right in there. But it was on the Illinois side. It was past all the casinos and stuff because they paved the new stretch on that side of the highway on 24. It was on that new paving that they did it on.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, Wedge says he remembers that.
It's the town that has the sign from Superman.
Yeah, it's past that
Alright.
town because you go on a bridge and then you snake down to your right and then a straightaway and then damn. But it sounds like Dave knows where I'm talking about, that general area.
Man, listen, that.
All right, so I'm not too familiar with that. I'm not too familiar with like the height you sit in a semi, right? So you're sitting in your semi. You said that this thing ran in front of your truck when it's about eye level with you in your semi.
Yeah. Yes.
Did you just see like one eye, or did it like turn its head? And
the only thing I could see was one eye looked like this, where you just like
kind of like glint, looking at you out the corner of his eye.
Yeah.
Now, what time of year was it?
It was slightly around fall.
Okay. That rules that out. So I was going to say, if it's springtime, you always have to rule out and make sure it wasn't fireflies.
The height,
right? Was it?
All right, so the height that you're sitting at in your tractor, like how high is that? Like 10 feet, 12 feet? I have no 8 feet.
8.5.
Say, Dave.
Well, it also depends on what truck you're in.
No, 8.5, 9 feet.
2019 model.
Yeah.
Right.
You got the day cab Cascadia, right?
Yeah, day cab Cascadia. Yep.
Okay. Running on low pros, 22.5s.
Yep.
And you're running right between 8 and 8.5 feet, eye level. But the truck I'm in, I'm more like 9.5.
Yeah.
This big Western Star, because it's got a big front end that sits way off the ground.
Yeah.
And you seen that while you were driving this truck? The same truck? Yeah, so that put eye level.
So I don't know what it was. Like I said, all I could see was something looked like it ran by really fast, and all I saw was like an eye. That was it.
How fast were you going down the road?
65.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, he's
next
governed.
question.
Yep.
Was there any like wood lines or cornfields or anything like that, or it was just like a major highway?
Cornfields on the right side.
Or was it like in the back country?
By that, and then on the left side, I want to say it's a little bit of tree line on the left side of it too.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, because you
Was it
definitely
coming
got pastures,
from right to left or left to
woods
right?
and everything.
It's coming from left to right.
Oh, so damn, that means across the other side of the road also.
Yeah, and not only that, there was
Double lane highway, single lane.
It was a 2-lane.
4-lane. Oh, okay. You got off at 24 then.
I was still on 24 at the time.
Okay.
It was there's an exit on there. It's a dark exit, and I've slept there once before. I think it was 125. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Once you come back on the other side, the on ramp has a bridge right there on that on ramp. So yeah, and I know I've driven by the LBL numerous times.
Yep.
What's up, Roth?
Yo, Roth, how you doing, dude?
Huh. That's very interesting.
What?
What Bam was talking about?
But like I said, I had
You
my
seen about an
brights
eight and a
on,
half foot
and
tall.
when I came around that corner, somebody already had the brights on too, so I turned mine off. As soon as I
That's
turned
it, Bryce.
mine off,
Metropolis.
it's before Metropolis
Yeah.
or past Metropolis. But if you're going into it, yeah, it'd be before. But yeah, as I coming around the corner there, had the brights on, just turned them off, and as soon as I turn them off, this thing comes running across.
All right. So what was the distance from the front of your rig to where this thing crossed in front of you? Like yardage wise, like 10 yards, 50 yards, 100 yards?
I'd say probably about 15 or 20 yards, roughly. Because whatever it was like, oh crap, what the hell was that? Like, it was close, but not close enough to where I could see details or nothing. Like, it was just beyond my lights. But not only that, half the damn time our on guard or yard dogs, you know, the distance that, you know, tells you how far the vehicle in front of you is going. Sometimes those will go off saying, oh, you've been in a wreck. I've had that numerous times and there's nothing in front of me.
Yep.
That's just fucking crazy. Because you got cruise on, you're just cruising along, all of a sudden, beep! Like, what the hell? And all of a sudden, you're lunging forward. Like, whoa, what the hell happened?
Yeah, your automatic brake control.
Oh, so it is, Bryce? I cannot remember. And Wedge.
All right. Like, do you drive, like, in your rig, do you have, like, the dash cams to, like, catch everything?
Yeah, but
Because I know a lot of truckers drive around with those, just in case stuff.
Yeah. So if I get in an accident or whatever, there's 2 cameras. So if I doze off or go on the median or hit one of the lines left or right of me, it'll set off both cameras. If I hit the brakes, it'll set off both.
Bryce said Tunnel Hill.
I don't know the area very well, but it was past Metropolis. If you know where 125 is, that one exit that's really dark on there, Bryce, it was before that exit because they redid the bridges right there too.
So that's in his area. You got some shit creeping around in your backyard there, homie.
No kidding.
But also, you got to think too, when you're driving at night and you're always having to move your eyes around, especially to keep from going to sleep, watching your mirrors, watching your instrument panel and all that. There's times you look back up and you'll swear you saw something pass by or you passed something, but you couldn't tell. It was so fast.
I wasn't looking at the instrument gauge or nothing at that time.
Well, I'm just saying,
looking right
at any time you
right. But at the time,
because there's times I've been seeing stuff, and I just throw it out because I wasn't able to see it because I missed it, but I knew I saw something.
But at the time of this one, I wasn't looking at the dash or nothing. Cruise control, just watching ahead of me, and I already had my brights on coming around that turn on that straightaway right there. And then I saw the lights, bright, okay, turn mine off. That's when I looked down, right then and there. But other than that, before that, no. But I mean, that could have been too.
He said, "Okay, that might be the Ridgeway." Now, hey Roth.
That makes me wonder. The person, what did the
Go ahead.
Hold on. That makes me wonder, like, what did that other person coming at you see? Did they see the same thing?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how far away they were.
They were quite a bit away.
So, Roth, in regards to your question, do you think these cryptids can hitch rides on tractor trailers? I think it's fully possible. And hear me out on this. With the level of intelligence that some of these things show, they might be able to get, say, into the back area, the cargo area, because you know how many times I go to, say, open up a UPS trailer and the latch isn't secured. They just have like a chain on there or something like that.
Yeah.
Or it's just latched down. They could easily climb up in there, and then when somebody's doing their check, oh shit, did I forget to latch this thing down? Clink, 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 and that's it.
Yeah.
It'd be a hell of a surprise for somebody unloading the trailer. That shit.
Oh, you ain't lying.
Yeah.
My
Well,
company
yeah, that
give us locks.
when it comes to
You got to roll with
like
those.
roll up doors like UPS has, yeah, that'd be easy. But any other trailer, it'd be hard. How are they gonna get latched back? Because usually, if you pass someone and they got their doors unlatched, you let them know.
Yeah. Well, UPS
That's
does
good
use they do use rail cars, like the swing doors and shit. They use those too.
Yeah. Like all of ours, our pups that we carry, roll doors. And our vans, we only have only a few with swing doors. But every one of our trucks, trailers, they all roll up doors.
So yeah, I believe it's highly possible.
That could be true, Wedge. That could be true.
Now, the ones they most
But I
likely
would
would
think that
use
if these
would be
things, like-
flatbeds.
Manipulated that door like that. Oh, well, what I'm trying to understand is, if the back of the truck is looking like that with the roll up doors, right? That shit gives off enough noise where it will get your attention if something rolled up that door.
But when you're moving,
Not going down the road.
oh no. Because somebody asked me a while back, have you ever been sideswiped before? No, but prior to that question, now, yeah. Because, yeah, that's crazy. I don't know, Miss Stacy. I don't remember the name of that exit. It's been so long since I've been down that way.
Ralph, I'll tell you, I don't think, hey, Dave and Bama, do you guys look at the top of a trailer when you're carrying it?
No.
Only if we're able to, and that's
Very
depending
hard.
on where we're at.
Because Ralphian had said also thinking they could jump on top of the roof of the trailer and just hold on. How many times do you
No.
actually look at the roof of a
They're
trailer?
very thin up top.
Yeah,
Very
they,
thin.
they're
Yeah, very thin.
they use the same top. They use the same lining on the top of trailers that they use on UPS package cars. It's like a thin PVC. Like you wouldn't be able to stand on it, let alone a
PVC or fiberglass.
yeah,
It's almost see-through.
like a human average sized human would have a hard time not falling through that. So I'm thinking a 400 or 500 pound cryptid is not gonna probably wouldn't last long on top of that thing without falling into it.
Because
But
like
maybe
any type of
grabbing up and linking up underneath the trailer, you know where those those side slats are, and hiding up underneath that. I think that's possible. I mean, shit, I saw a video where a dude, he stuck a hammock up underneath there and hitched a ride. You know what I mean? So I think it's quite possible.
Like our pups that have side curtains on them, so it'd be easy to hide underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then you got the bars underneath for support. You can just hold on to that for a while if you can.
Yep. It's quite possible for them to hitch a ride on a tractor trailer. I mean, I don't think they would do it. I think they'd be more interested trying to get into it to see the contents, because I did hear a story. You know what? I think I remember.
Matter of fact,
I remember where I heard that story from. I'm not going to repeat it because now I think it's bullshit. But but I'm sure there's been instances where these things have attacked refrigerated trucks. You know
I
what mean?
wouldn't doubt it.
hang on and see if I can find a picture.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
especially
Ralph, I got you.
Especially if that refrigerator goes out and it's a hot day, it starts giving off
Yeah.
that certain aroma.
Roth said, "Now you got me thinking about that last that last scene in Big Trouble in Little China, with that demon climbing up from underneath Jack Burton's truck." Yeah,
Could be if you got enough room underneath there, though. But see, the only time I've ever heard of a dog man attacking a truck was what was it? Box truck? But I don't know. It was just a story, so I don't know how true that was or not.
I mean, all right. So there was one. Like, I'm not a big fan of DMR. DER. You know what I'm talking about. That Friday night show that talks about Dogman. There's one story that was on there that I do believe, and it was a dude, the military dude. He called. He said him and his command sergeant were out there. I think it was near Alabama or something like that, and two of these things attacked their truck. That story was believable. I believe that one. So I wholeheartedly think that they will attack a food truck if need be. Why not? Shit.
Yeah.
Even if it's just to scare people.
That is true.
There we go.
Reg said there have been stories of people seeing Bigfoot on flatbed rail cars. Really?
I wouldn't doubt it, because think about it. They're in the woods and they're so damn long, you wouldn't be able to know if there's one on there or not. And then you're driving through a town, you could easily. Because think about it. They run through the forest and trees all the damn time.
Yeah.
Okay, Truth, I just sent you two pictures.
Hobo Bigfoot. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit?
He's train hopping.
All right.
Yeah.
The two pictures I just sent you.
That is very true.
You can show them.
If they're
All right.
inside
Those are wind dams. I sent you in Messenger.
you send them on.
Nah, you sent them to me. You didn't send them to Jay, I don't think.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you didn't send them. I didn't get them from you woke up.
Well, shit.
But yeah, Wedge, you got a good point there. As strong and as fast as they are, they could do it. Beats walking. That is very true.
I mean, on the flatbed rail cars, they could easily hide behind, say, some boxes or whatever's on there, and not be seen passing through a town.
Okay. Now you got them. I heard it then.
Okay.
All right. Those are wind dams. That's on decals, but the old days, even some of the sleepers had those. And there's a lot of times, like any trucks coming near the border, the southern border, those will get checked for illegal immigrants. Now, those could easily hide. Something could slip up and hide in at night instead of jumping on the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would think you would hear that on your roof, though, right?
Depends.
No, maybe not. Maybe not with the road noise and everything like that. You might not hear it.
But see,
And
like,
especially on a day cab,
yeah,
those ride rough even with the air suspension.
You probably feel them back there. Now,
You might feel it, but think it's part of the road.
Yeah.
Because you got to think how nimble and agile they are, that they can jump onto something and you won't know it.
That is true.
Think of how many times you've heard a Bigfoot Dogman being on top of someone's roof and nobody knew it.
Yeah.
Unless they ran across.
Yeah, kind of like the one down in Georgia where the little one would run across the roof and they wouldn't make it.
Yeah. Or like the one story I heard here a while back, where the dude's grandpa died and he ended up with a cabin, and him and his wife were at the cabin and they were surrounded,
Yeah.
and there was a bunch of them on top of the roof. They didn't know they were on top of the roof until they started pounding on it.
That's when I would have started shooting through the roof.
There was no guns. All they had were knives.
There would have been something flying through that damn roof. I'd have made a bomb or something. Mini flame. They had to have an aerosol can in there or something. I would have made a flamethrower. They'd have thought twice about coming in that shit.
You got a good point
Yeah.
there, Edge. Now, I don't know if David's ever heard of this one or not, but they do have trucking competitions every so often, and they will deliberately hide stuff up in there too, like guns or whatever. So whenever they're doing a
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, they'll sit there and put guns up there and stuff to see if you check out your whole rig. I ain't never been to one. I don't do that, so I've just heard stories on them. But that is a good point, though, too.
I know I've been in plenty of military bases. They always ask for weapons. I say, I ain't got none. And they walk right past them every time.
Well, hell. What the hell that is? Ooh, three-toed.
I came out to feed my dog. I want y'all to look at this shit.
No. Looks like three-toed back there.
Shit is that?
But it's not.
Most of them look three-toed.
Yeah.
Somebody tell me what the...
Like right there.
This looks three-toed, but this one doesn't. This one looks like it's got a little niche, a little hitch right here.
Yeah. But from where I'm seeing it looks like three-toed.
Well, let's hear what this guy has to say.
But look right there. There's another set right there that crosses right in front of his.
Right
I don't know if that's a human or what.
That looks like
that's a human because they're so short.
Okay.
But
this is an older.
Think of
this is an older print set.
Okay.
I was gonna say, think of some of the shoes that kids and adults wear, the house shoes.
Yeah, the
they
slipper.
look like Lilo or like a Bigfoot.
Like three toes on it.
Yeah.
But if that was the case, you would drag it.
Yeah, there would be drag marks because the toe would catch them. Yeah, there would still be drag.
Depends on how deep that snow is, too.
Yeah. Night, Mika.
All right, so let's hear what this guy has to say.
Can somebody tell me what the hell that is? I came out to feed my dog. I want y'all to look at this shit.
Oh, that was a good one. Hold up.
Mm-hmm. Now that one looks like it's about 4 or 5.
Look at that.
What kind of shit is that?
What kind of shit is that?
Now that one does look like it's 3.
That's a good print.
But the prints are too close to each other.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, somebody's going to be smart enough to try and pull a prank on an old man and wear some of them type of house shoes. It's got those look like Bigfoot or whatever, or an alien, and go and try and fool somebody, especially in snow.
Not only that, they do have slippers where there's 3 claws in front of it too.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, if it's a foot, when you're walking, you'd be dragging the snow. That one is not dragging.
Not unless you're trying to impersonate a monster.
True. just up and straight down again.
Because think of the end of Harry and the Hendersons. They actually picked their feet up to make those prints to fool Jacques.
Yeah.
Oh.
And normally when you see a Squatch or a dog man, they're spread out
Yeah, a lot further.
about 6 to 7 feet long.
All right, so that's it. I'm gonna look at this next one too.
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We
There's been a
doing
few videos like this going around. Tonight, we can do one tomorrow because it's already like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll hop on Rumble tomorrow because there's some stuff I want to talk about on Rumble that like John Bell yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, he did a
Yep.
show about
It was
zombies,
yesterday.
which was a really good show. Really good show. And there was a question I had asked in chat about about something, and they couldn't get into it. So, well, they couldn't get into it on YouTube, but tomorrow on Rumble, we'll get into it on Rumble.
See if we can get John
And
in on Rumble.
Yeah.
I got video documentation
Oh.
talking about this stuff.
Yeah. Do you
So-
remember what we said our predictions were going to be?
What the hell is that? My notebook's up in my book bag. I wrote them shits down. Refresh my memory.
You remember what I said?
Which one? What'd you say?
Another plan one?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, they're already starting to talk about it now. And funny, it's called X.
Yep.
The Great Zombie Apocalypse. All right. So here's another one that Bass just so I'm gonna get this comment off the screen overlays. All
And the
right.
one I saw, they talked about that back in 2018. They had paperwork on it.
Oh, all of it's foreshadowed.
Oh yeah.
All right. So what do we got? What could this be? My camera didn't get anything. So let's see what this going on over here.
All right, everybody. This is some creepy ass shit. I came home to this shit at 4 o'clock in the
I
fucking
knew it.
morning. Now, y'all see this? This is the same fucking size as my foot. You see this? Same size
Oh,
as
wow.
my foot.
Wow.
I live in Oakville,
Look
Tennessee,
how long those
which is right
tracks
outside
are.
of Jackson. And this is going all the way around my neighbor's house. Now, this came from over here by my shed, y'all. Right? It's some crazy ass shit. And the weird thing that got me is here, I'm about to show it to you. I was just at the side of my house. Now I'm over here at the front of my house. I seen these 3 marks. Literally, it's just 3 marks. 3 marks. You see this? I said 3. Sorry, 4 marks. 4 marks. And this right here is in my front yard. Now, there is no other marks anywhere, y'all, in my front yard. Anywhere.
Wow.
It's almost like whatever this was jumped from my backyard over my fucking house and landed right here in my front yard and then just disappeared.
What if it
What the
flew?
fuck could be that big, the size of my footprint?
A rabbit that got
The size of my
picked up by an owl.
Right there. That ain't no damn owl. Look at
Nah.
that.
I
Look
said
at
a
the
rabbit.
shot of that.
The owl grabbed it on the other side of the house,
Hey,
and it got loose. The rabbit got loose, dropped, and the owl went and grabbed it again.
I don't know, man. That
Because that's a rabbit print.
you sure that's a rabbit? You sure that's a rabbit print?
Oh yeah,
I ain't never seen no damn rabbits with a foot that big. You ever see a rabbit's foot that big?
that's a whole body.
That's
Well,
damn
think about it. The
deep
front of
underground.
it looked like it was.
Because a rabbit running, runs about 3 to 5 feet. When it runs, it hops. It's 3 to 5 feet, depending on the size. Because if you get up swamp rabbit, that's 10 feet. Them big bastards move.
It goes down in the middle like a V.
Yeah, because it flopped down and it's trying to figure out where to go and it gets grabbed again.
Hmm.
All right, hey,
Maybe.
listen, if you say so, all right, whatever. Just
Miss Sue says no damn rabbit.
that's. I don't think that's a rabbit. Just saying.
Because Miss Sue said it could have been a flying cryptid like I did. Because she said it was in front and then it went over her house.
That's why I said it got picked up by an owl.
But I'm pretty sure whereas if
Could have been.
well, if it got picked up by an owl, there would have been some kind of skirmish, like something would have caused like more snow to be distorted in the area where it got snatched up at.
And now look at those footprints there, right there. From this one to that one. That almost looks wide.
Can a bunny, can a rabbit do that?
I know it gets dumped
that's
far.
a long distance. That's far. You get what I'm saying? That's from this point to this point.
Yeah, that's easy. When they're
I don't know, man.
when they're in a hurry, they hop pretty damn far.
I threw a rock at the rabbit the other night trying to get him away from me. He didn't jump that far. So I don't know.
I say that one's very questionable to me.
No, jackalopes are out west.
Not in Tennessee.
I'm talking about swamp rabbits. Swamp rabbits are in Tennessee.
I ain't never seen one, to be honest with you.
Does a swamp rabbit look like a rat? Is it as big as a raccoon? Is that what you're telling me?
Think it doubles the size of your normal rabbit you see in your yard.
It's the size of a New York subway rat.
Yep.
Those fuckers are huge. Oh, speaking of New York subway rats, there's a video I came floating around. It was like, it said only in New York, right? And it's this dude. He walks up, and it's a homeless guy laying on the ground, right? And you can see rats underneath his tarp blanket, whatever you want to call it. So he walks up, and he says, "Yo, hey, yo," and the guy moves the blanket a little bit, and you could see about 30 rats just fucking pour out.
Oh god, damn!
Dude, we went to a Monday Night Raw a few years ago. All right, it was a taping, and we ended up getting lost in the damn subway system. Like it's pouring out, right? So all the water from above ground, it's pouring down into the damn subway system, right? So it's like a flood down there, and then that's causing all these rats the size of my keyboard here to start coming out of the woodwork, dude. I did not want to move down there. We were lost in New York City subway system for like 3.5 hours. Never again. Definitely drive if you're going to the city and make sure you got parking. Don't take the subways.
Right?
No, because then you can't people watch.
Rabbit tracks are distinct without seeing.
Stay very.
I agree, Bristol. I'm having a. I don't think that's a rabbit. It could. I'm not going to dispel the possibility. I'm not in the business of doing that, but
right
to my trained blind eye, it doesn't look like a rabbit. It doesn't look like rabbits. What else? Here comes that keeps the tracks up on the other side of the house. Yep. Shit. Hold on. Let me go to Facebook real quick. I think let me see if I can find video. Did I send it to Bass? No, I think I didn't send anything to Bass. The only thing I sent to Bass today, the Grand Theft Auto picture of us. Oh yeah, and I told you I'm deep. I haven't done it yet, but I plan on diving into that whole fake building in New York crap.
Yeah.
Like that stuff is crazy.
I have a feeling there's quite a few of those buildings in New York.
Dude, they're all over the country, dude. They're in every
yeah.
major city.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
They're in every major city. The 1803 Napoleonic War. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Dana White. No, that's not it. And not it. See, the good stuff I send to myself. What the hell is? I forgot I sent myself a reptilian video. That one just looked crazy.
Mister.
Which one? The one pulling the leg across the log?
No, this one is. Hold on. It's the description of it says where to go. Reptilian revelation, the Skyward conspiracy poisoning our world, and this looks like Nancy Pelosi having her face melt off. Yeah. What the hell is it? Yeah. So can I just tell you guys something to try if it's in your store? Cheetos, crunchy Cheetos, right? Crunchy Cheetos, Mexican street corn. Shits are good. They're good. I bought a bag earlier. Yeah. I probably won't buy another one, but they were good. I don't know, it's the truth. It's the truth. I admit they were good, but not not gonna warrant. It's not warranting a second purchase. I'll tell you that. It's mainly because I don't like lime. Lime ruins every damn thing. All right, I'm trying to find something here.
Here.
Oh, all right. So, what? We'll play this. So, everybody we'll play check out this zombie video that Bass had posted in the Facebook group earlier.
Oh man,
This should
I'm
give
telling
me
you right now,
anxiety.
trigger
Whoever did that,
He got
did some
excited.
damn good videography.
I stopped watching that shit. I was like, I can't do this.
It gave me anxiety just watching this joint, dude.
All right. Nah, man. All right. So, if you guys get sick from hold on, pause it real quick. If you guys get sick from like fast movements and fast like cinematography, this video isn't for you.
Yeah, warning.
After
This video is not. If you suffer from like stuff like that, don't watch this. Turn away. If you get motion sickness, don't watch this. Turn away. If
It will give you
zombies.
Yeah.
If you are scared of zombies, don't watch this. Turn away. If you have any slight anxiety, don't watch this. Don't watch this right now, because I tell you, it gave me so much. It gave me so much anxiety because every time you turn around, you see these things getting closer on them. That is like I told you, one of the scariest things they could have did to zombies was making them run fast.
Yeah.
Now you tell me after I've already ate something and drank something. Great.
All right. Here we go. Get ready for your for the skin. I would
Make sure your toilet's closed.
Oh, it's in walking distance.
All right, here we go. Check the matter of fact. Let me put it on screen so we don't get like super flat. Let me put us up on screen so we don't get like back because of this shit. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Now,
All right.
Hold on. Let's just preface this. This is This is reaction to this video.
Yeah.
This is basically like,
all right, you're getting our initial reaction to this video.
It just.
is
All
this
right, here we
fan-
go. What happened?
Is this fan made?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not real, people. Just let you know, it's not real, but it's scary as hell.
It just running
All right.
around with like some GoPros and stuff on them.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Damn, get up there quick.
Get on your ass, boy. Get up here.
Well, the dude is a badass parkour guy, man.
I was about to say this looks like
Yeah.
a 4.
No, thank you. Like I had to stop this earlier, dude. I didn't get past this part.
I watched it all the way through.
Double tap him! Double tap him!
Oh shit! They got him! They got him! That's his partner!
There you go.
Talk about road rash.
Yeah. Oh.
I wonder where that was filmed.
No, thank you.
I miss you. Stacy's like, I can't watch that again.
Like I said, the scariest thing they could have ever did was make zombies run fast. And now you got these fuckers doing parkour too? No.
Shit. Double tap. Double tap.
Yo.
Double tap.
Parkour.
Yeah.
Can't watch that again.
I'd be looking for that crane.
Yeah. Oh man. Like when that thing broke through the wall on him, like I had to stop. I didn't make it past that part earlier. Like legit. Because like doesn't it give you anxiety every time he looks back and you see them things on his ass? Doesn't it give you like you're like, oh shit. It makes you nah, I'm
No, that's like, where the fuck are the others coming from?
He's pouring out the woodwork.
See, this is the way they should run zombie movies, right? When
Sorry.
when a person initially gets turned into a zombie, they should be like the parkour zombies, you know what I'm saying? But as they're that way for a long time, then they start to degenerate and get slower. But initially, when they're first bitten and they first turn, parkour. Then you get the Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah, you don't really see that in zombie. Let me take this off the screen because we're not watching here. But you don't really see that in zombie movies. The progression of a zombie, like how they're, it's either they're all fast or they're all slow. There's no like, all right, this one's freshly bitten, he's gonna be fast as hell. Whereas like as days, weeks, time progresses, they slowly start deteriorating, and they become the you
Well,
don't ever
Shaun
see
of the
that in
Dead,
movies.
they were all slow in that one.
In which one?
Shaun of the Dead, majority of them were all slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But
were
when you
all
get
slow.
like World War Z,
Yeah, there was no
Yeah.
they were
fast zombies
fast.
in Shaun of the Dead.
And the Will Smith movie too. That one, they were fast in that one too.
I Am Legend, yeah, they're fast in that. They're fast in World War Z.
Well, I don't know if they were zombies in Will Smith.
Right.
It was more like a mutation.
Yeah,
They were
Yeah.
fast, and 28 days later, 28 days,
Hey,
That was a
28
virus
days later when you
That was
first
a-
started seeing zombies do parkour.
But they weren't. I don't think they were zombies though. That was more of a viral infection. It wasn't like
Yeah.
the dead reanimating. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like you've been chewed on. You get up and you start running. That's what I mean. Yeah,
No,
yeah, Ralph, you're right.
yeah.
They were. I Am Legend. They were mutants, not zombies. Which a lot. I mean, it gets mistaken here and there in movies nowadays. Now, World War Z. Those were definitely zombies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was that Was that another viral infection? Because I've only really watched that movie like one time.
Well, basically, the zombies were a viral infection.
Yeah.
It was just the beginning. Because remember, he started out at the very beginning of the movie with his family. Then it all started happening. People were getting bit and changing real quick because they were passing it on so fast.
Duty Bird is so callous. So callous. No matter if they're fast or slow, you know if you're a fatty, you're going to. That ain't right.
Hey, what's that old saying?
Yeah, you're
All
right.
I gotta do is just be faster than you.
Ain't gotta be faster. I just gotta get ahead of you by one step. I'm gonna trip you up.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it real. Keep it real. We ain't chased by parkour zombies.
Especially if I
Somebody
don't like
fall.
them.
Yeah, especially if you're on my purge list.
Now hold on. Now in the movie, 28 Days Later, they were zombies, right?
No, that was like a viral infection. I don't think they were
Yeah.
zombies.
In the movie 20, that was a viral infection.
I'm pretty sure because they called it rage. What the hell did they call it? Was it called rage or some shit like that? It was something like that. They weren't zombies. It was a viral infection. The original I Am Legend from the 50s. They were vampires. The Omega Man.
But if you break it down between
Zombieland.
zombies, vampires, it's all a viral infection because you're getting bit and you're spreading it.
Yeah. But if you're in the worst verse, you got a different tongue set up and you got triangle teeth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, I'll leave worst verse alone.
All right, I thought we were done with that about an hour.
No, we're done.
That was
We're done.
Bama. Bama did it.
Zombieland.
Hey, he said vampires.
Zombieland rule number 1: cardio.
Yep.
Mhm.
And lots of weapons.
Listen, I think
Rule number 7,
Alright,
limber up.
if the zombies are slow, I think it'd be alright. Baseball bat, machete. I think it'd be alright. If they run fast, listen, that's a whole different beast. Limber up. Double tap. What was the double tap rule? Which one was that?
2 or 3. If I'm not mistaken.
Is that movie that takes place in Alaska during the night season? All right, that you're talking about 30 Days of Night. That is a vampire movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 Days of Night's a vampire movie. Zombie, blah, 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 blah. Speaking of zombie movies, I'm still waiting for an explanation from Mr. Zack Snyder on how the hell we got a robotic zombie or a
What?
zombie robot. You remember that
What?
scene in no, the Army of the Dead that was with Batista came out like 2 years ago. When
Oh
you're
yeah,
when it's
this.
going through the opening scenes, when the zombie pop, when it
Yeah,
starts
zombie
popping
robots.
off, there's zombie robots.
I didn't see that.
Well, they're supposed to be making a
Dude,
part
Yeah,
two.
that
Well,
was
no, they
that
came out.
Yeah,
I
Army of
think they
Thieves.
came out with a prequel to that, where it had
yeah,
the
Army of Thieves. The Army of Thieves was the prequel. But
I
in,
think that was
in
before
Army,
because at the end of the Army of Thieves, they came into his shop and was wanting him to do a job.
yep. But how do Mr. Snyder, please? How do we get zombie robots?
Oh,
I
now,
need
hold
that
on.
explained, homie.
You're really asking for an
I
You're
need
really
that one.
asking for an explanation from Zack Snyder.
The world wants it. I'm not the only one thinking it.
I can't help it, Miss Sue. Not my damn fault.
I'm not the only one thinking it. That made no damn sense.
That's all.
I'm not putting that up on screen.
What?
What Miss Sue said. What was the movie in the apartment building with the altered rabies? Record.
Yeah.
I think it was called Record. Because they did Spanish versions of that, and then English versions came out. They had one with the apartment building, and it had the news reporter went in there with the fire department, and they were getting attacked by the weird case of rabies, where it was the dude who lived in the top floor apartment started the shit, something like that. Then they had another one, the sequel to that. It took place at an airport. I want to say airport.
It took
Airport
place at
or
an
an
airport.
airplane. Yeah. So, yeah, I've seen those. Reddit alert. But yeah,
It started out of airplane, but then it ended up in the airport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought those movies were creepy as shit too.
Yeah.
Being trapped in a
Well, the first
confined
one was
space
good because it just
with
gave you like that night vision look.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It was called Record.
But think about it, the first one
God,
they
I
were
ain't
using
seen that
that
forever.
night vision look, like that night vision goggle look.
Mhm.
Yep.
I think that's what made that movie.
Mm.
But yeah, that was good. Dude, you'd be surprised, man. Some of them movies from other countries where you just gotta like read the subtitles, like they're really good movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that troll
Like, a
movie.
lot of the horror stuff.
That troll movie.
Troll
from
was
last
good.
year, that was really good. Troll Hunter. That was really good.
Well, there's one I found
that's
that's a series. It's really good, and I can't think of the damn name of it.
It's about
UFOs and gods.
UFO and gods.
It's all in Spanish,
Okay.
except for the English-speaking roles. But it came out of Spain.
All right, Miss Stacy, thank you for joining us. Have a good one.
Night.
Listen, I was asleep for like 3.5 hours. I'm wide awake. Just got my Red Bull here.
Yeah, those put me to sleep.
What the fuck was that? Coffee puts me. What is your deal? What are you yelling about?
Something
somebody
big just fell upstairs.
Wasn't me.
All right. So
Wasn't me.
how long has those neighbors been upstairs?
like 3 months, maybe.
What's the over?
Yeah,
What's
like
the
3
over
months,
under
3-4
on?
months.
What's the over under on them moving out?
What, the people upstairs that just moved in moving out?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Oh, shit, I don't know.
What do you think? Because, all right, so everybody knows what happened. The place Bass lives in now, it's downstairs from where he used to live. He just moved into a different apartment in the building. The upstairs apartments where all the funky shit started happening to him. Now, since he's moved downstairs, there have been there was a Spanish family that moved in upstairs. They were there for a couple months. They moved out. I wonder.
No, they were there for about a year.
Oh, so a year. All right. So I wonder how long this next family is going to be in there before they start. Because I definitely think that family before started seeing weird stuff, especially that weird screaming Mexican emo dude. That was weird. I went
Screaming
over to Bass's
Mexican
house.
emo dude.
Hold up. Let me explain this situation. Let me explain what.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, man.
I walk into Bass's house, right, and you could hear music coming from upstairs. So I'm standing in Bass's room, and then it's this dude. You ever hear that shit scream rock?
Yep.
Like he's doing scream rock in Spanish and crying at the same damn time. It is the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life, dude. I'm like,
dude, he didn't believe me.
Dude, like, how do you put up with this? Like,
he didn't believe me.
Like, like, no wonder your family left you at the house by yourself, dude. They don't want to be with you in public. Something's wrong with you. And I'm sitting there thinking, all right, he's done. Right? Song's over. No, he starts right back up with another one. Like, damn, homie.
Yeah, they crank up another fucking beat.
Like, are you missing somebody? Are you missing home? Are you missing Mexican street tacos?
I tell you what, if he was singing about a woman, man, she ripped his heart out. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
He's probably missing some damn street corn, Mexican street corn.
That
couldn't get none.
That man sounded like he was crying more when he was singing than Keith Sweat.
Not that.
His soul hurt. His soul hurt.
Something was off with that gentleman. But yeah, they moved out. And now you got some new people up there, and I wonder how long they're going to be up there before they start seeing shadows and weird shit.
Well, considering that apartment 1 right there, you remember the old guy that used to live there?
Yeah.
Well, he passed away in that apartment.
Yeah, he was a hoarder too, wasn't he?
They found him in that apartment.
No,
he was a hoarder too. One of those apartments had hoarder stuff in it. Was it the one you were in?
Yeah, that's the squatters that were in here before I moved down here.
The ones that were like they had a fucking motorcycle in the middle of the
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
In the middle of the room, round pile of garbage and stuff. Okay, yeah.
That's kind of messed up.
Yes, those people.
Damn squatters.
Well, it's squatters. I want to see. You know what? I want some squatters go squat in a haunted house. See how long you last. I want to see that shit.
Right.
Go squat at the Mid-Hudson Psychiatric Center.
Nah, you can make them a proposition like, yo, look, listen, we're gonna take them to a really, really haunted place, right? Just don't tell them. Like, if you can stay in this place, make them sign a contract. If you can stay in this place for a week without leaving, will find your apartment rent free for a year.
For a week without leaving.
Got to give them some kind of
No,
So
make it sound better.
where are you
Say 6 months.
no,
That way,
no. You
Say,
stay in like you stay in like the Sally house, real haunted shit, right? They want to squat. All right, so you know what? We're gonna have you squat in this area right here for a week. Do not tell them that the place is haunted. If you stay the entire week, we will find you an apartment and we will pay your rent for an entire year. But they have to stay in this designated area. Just find some random squatters like, yo, I got a deal for you. And I'll bet you they take you up on that deal.
Yes, I do.
Like, oh, what? You gonna pay I get an apartment rent free?
Yeah, you got an apartment rent free, but you will never ever be the same again.
Hey, if it's rent free,
Waking nightmares
how long
and
I'll
shit.
stay there?
All right, take you down to you. All right, you want to do that?
Well, I'm probably
You want to give somebody rent for a year for that? They got to do something outstanding. You need to go spend a week in Eastern State Penitentiary. You want me to pay your rent for a year? Go stay in Eastern State.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do that thing. Do that over there.
go stay in the apartment. Go stay in the apartment.
Go camp in the LBL for 3 days
Nah.
and 3 nights.
Go stay in the apartment above Bobby Mackey's.
shoot, I was thinking go stay in that damn house that was found in Poland. Holy crap.
What house found in Poland?
Dude had it on TikTok.
Now we
He
got to
found
keep
an
him
abandoned
stateside,
house.
Huh?
Well, he found this abandoned house that looked like everybody just took off and left in a very big hurry. Dude started going around there, and all of a sudden shit started moving off the fucking walls and stuff. He got out of there quick. He was only there like 10 minutes.
Really, Dodie?
Risto, you would really take the LBL over Bobby Mackey's?
Who's Bobby
I
Mackey?
don't know. Bobby Mackey's is probably the most haunted bar in America.
Really?
Yeah.
You never heard of Bobby Mackey's bar? Oh man,
Bobby Mackey's is an extremely haunted bar. I don't know too many people that would say
Is that the one that has cameras on the inside
Yeah, and it catches like glasses
and the
breaking.
waitresses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bobby Mackey's. Yup.
that's out west, ain't it?
I think
and
so.
there's a pit down. I saw in like the Midwest.
Midwest.
I want to say Missouri, but I might be mistaken. But yeah, this bar has a pit in it also where supposedly they cut off a woman's head and threw it down this pit.
Mm-hmm.
Wilker, you never heard of Bobby Mackey's?
No.
I think I have. It's the one where he's
I-
walking with a thing of glass on there. All of a sudden, it just tips over on her.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you,
There's nothing.
during the late 90s and early 2000s, when they were constantly doing the scariest places on earth during Halloween, Bobby Mackey's was on like every one of those shows.
Wow.
Yeah, like that played, like they play music there and everything like that. That's what it's got a reputation for. That's one reputation it's got. Another reputation is it's probably the most haunted bar in
I don't know. Like you
North
got
America.
reports of people seeing going to the bathroom, standing at the urinal, looking over, and the damn shadow figure standing there looking at them. All kinds of wild stuff.
I know there was one bar I saw where you saw the
Hey,
waitress
Dave, I didn't.
after hours was cleaning up and it was like a whole tray of uh, beer glasses just got pushed over the table,
Yeah.
or one of the bar stools just got flipped over, and she just continues working like
That might be Bobby Mackey's.
LBL dog man, back to an early comment. It may go down, but I'll be bringing a pile of brass. And you have fun hanging out in the woods. You guys do that. Do your thing.
well, it's better than being in a city with zombies.
Yeah.
Send me the video footage, and I'll review your video footage of you getting attacked.
How's he gonna send you the video footage?
Well, upload it to the cloud, damn. But save it.
Live stream it.
Google Drive.
Yeah.
Live stream it. we will review the attack live,
Frame by frame.
like, oh, you see those teeth? Oh, you see that scratch mark? Oh, man.
Ooh, he got a cavity. Damn, I never knew a damn dog man have a buck tooth.
Let's see what Ralphie said. Word is the area around there was used by some dark magic practitioners. They stopped doing that. There when two groups of dark magic users had a fight there over something. I believe it. I believe they said they were doing like the rituals and everything down in the basement near that pit.
Yeah, and they throw a woman's head down in that damn hole.
Yeah.
Wow.
One place I wouldn't go was Eastern State Penitentiary, man.
Ooh, no. I'm not. No, listen. I'm not a ghost hunter. You want to go? You want to go to the check this out, Bella? You want to go hang out? Go to Eastern State or Mid Hudson Psych? No.
I'll get enough of my ghost videos on TikTok and Facebook.
Exactly. I've seen.
First off, when we were younger,
we're knocking. I don't need to see that shit as an
all right.
adult.
So when we were younger, we used to have to walk from my one cousin's house, which was in this complex, to my other cousin's house, which is I wouldn't say on the other side of town, but it was a pretty far walk, and we used to have to walk through the old psych center, a bunch of old buildings and stuff. They got catacombs and shit down there. You always used to get the feeling that you were being watched all the time, even in the middle of the day. You felt like you was being watched, and the building was closed. Nobody was there.
Oh, somebody was
It's
there.
like a whole campus right in the middle of it's like a whole little campus right in the middle of the city. I wouldn't go there. No, absolutely.
Yeah. The pit was
Eastern
supposedly
State. I wouldn't do that either.
that pit supposedly was used to make a portal to a very dark realm. I wouldn't look into that pit without some protection. The stuff that people get up to, man, it's wild. I wouldn't last 3 minutes. I wouldn't get out. I wouldn't get out of the damn car. Yo,
He's like, nope. Fuck you.
Hey, Truth, yo, let's go for a ride, Truth. Let's go for a ride, Truth. All right, let's go. We can go cruising around. Where the hell are you taking me? Oh, no. We're good. Roll up to a scary spot. That I recognize. Why the hell are we here? Oh, we're going to go on this ghost hunt. I'm not getting out the car. You're welcome to go in there and get your ass spooked out. I'm not getting out the car. I'll walk home. Thank you very much. I could be 50 miles from home. I'll walk home.
Truth, would that help you?
You can't show that on there.
Sorry.
I will walk home 50 miles.
You can do that on Romo.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere haunted.
Better
I
carry
don't
a
have to go
crucifix.
far. Cats are always drawn to watch with me. Many cats.
I don't have to go far.
Yeah,
I looked into a little history
Look up
of this,
map of what? Little history of what?
this building right here, the building I'm in.
Okay.
It was originally a one-family house that was built in, well, what I've seen. It said it was built in the 1930s
Okay.
and just been constantly renovated over times.
Well, and the village was what? The village has been around since what? 18s.
Yeah, 1800s, like 1890, because
Really?
late 1800s, something like that, mid to late 1800s. Hold on, I'll
Figured it'd
tell
been
you right
older than that.
now. Hold up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got a few creepy haunted spots in our town. I'm not going to them damn things. Oh, while Bass is looking for that, I was at work earlier, right? And the pest guy, the guy who sprays for bugs and stuff, he came by
Bust the mouse
earlier.
traps
Came by
out.
my job earlier with his son. He's got, but he's got a 7-year-old son, right? Dude, this kid, talented. He could play guitar, he could play drums. So he came over to like play for the individuals, but they were all still like sleeping and meandering about in their rooms and stuff. So he just played for the staff for a couple of songs. 7-year-old kid played me a medley with like Jason Mraz, Bob Marley, and somebody else. And like talented kid singing by himself, strumming the strings by himself, 7 years old. And I was like, yo, dude, if you can learn, if like you're killing it right now, if you learn to strum a little bit of Metallica, you got 1 million subscribers right there, dude. 7 years old. This kid is extremely talented. Plus, he's got a hell of a name. He's got a name that'll sell. Sebastian. That'll sell.
Yep.
That'll sell. Yeah, very, very talented little kid, dude. Very talented. I told his dad, I was like, dude, you should just start up a little YouTube channel, and look, because he said he has videos of his son playing drums and stuff from when he was 2 all the way up to when he's 7, and he's got like an electric guitar and stuff. He's got all those videos. I was like, yo, dude, take and post those videos, man. I guarantee you post the videos of your son playing a guitar like this, he'll have 1 million subscribers. Not 1 million, but he'll have at least 10,000 subscribers by the end of the week. Guarantee it.
Damn.
This kid was that talented. But
I believe it.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Ho! I shit you not. All right, listen to this. What famous person lived in Monticello, New York? Monticello, Little Mountain, was the home from 1770 until his death in 1826 of Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of Independence.
Get the hell out of here. Thomas Jefferson lived up here in our town. No shit. And that's cool. That's interesting.
Is there another Monticello, New York? There's a Montebello.
I know there's a Monticello.
Yeah, but there's not
Ohio.
another Monticello, New York.
Virginia. Monticello, Virginia. Because I was at his house down there.
I know there's probably a Monticello in every state.
Is literally on top of a mountain. I mean, that man was hella smart. He really was.
But legit, that's what it says. It said he was a resident of Monticello, New York.
Thomas Jefferson spent most of his Thomas Jefferson spent most of his adult life designing and redesigning Monticello, which is constructed over a period of 40 years.
Monticello, New York. It says Monticello, New York. Yo,
Google it yourself. You guys are on your shit. Type in history of Monticello, New York. Damn it. You think I'm bullshit? I'm reading it right off my phone.
all right, we got them. It's them Google fact checkers though. We got. If so, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look it up. I don't feel like it. That's a cool fact though. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff about our little town here. Like we had the Kutcher's Hotel where it was part of the what they call the Borscht Belt. A lot of Jewish comedians came up through this area. Jerry Seinfeld was one of them. Wilt Chamberlain worked at the hotel me and Bass worked at. He was a what did they say? He was a bellhop, right? Man, Wilt Chamberlain.
That's one way of putting it.
Bellhop.
If you heard all the stories about Wilt Chamberlain.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say, how do you explain that? Well, he worked at the hotel as a bellhop. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you can't put 2 and 2 together, I don't know what to tell you. This is not core math here.
Yeah, we're getting into a little bit of history duty, bro. We are all over the place.
Hold on, man.
We are cultured.
There you go, True.
We are cultured goons over here. All right, let me see. Get this off the screen.
Because that's the house I visited in Virginia.
Yeah, I remember we went. We were like 9. No, we were really young when we went down and visited our aunt down there, and she drove us around Virginia, looking at all this stuff.
Yeah, and right down from his house is a tavern called Michi Tavern. Good food in there, really good food. So he probably did live up in New York for a time, and then probably went down to Virginia and lived out the rest of his life.
Yep.
Bryce, you can't stand Seinfeld. Bryce. What? No, I liked it. I liked Frasier more.
Oh yeah,
I do too.
Frasier was a way better show. And I don't honestly. I may get run over the coals for this. The only thing appealing about Friends was Jennifer Aniston.
Yep.
That's it. I do not see what the obsession with that show is. Friends.
That's because it attracts so many NPCs.
yeah.
Like NPCs attracted to 90210 Melrose Place, all that crap in the 90s.
Yep.
Mm.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna shut this one down, guys. We've been going for 3.5 hours, but we will be on. It's gonna be Rumble tomorrow night.
I mean tonight.
Woo-hoo. It's gonna be Rumble. It's gonna be Rumble tomorrow night, and we're gonna do the impromptu take on zombies.
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna be talking about zombies tomorrow. So you guys, hold on, let me think it should still be logged.
Yeah.
Many of you guys.
Oh, you know what? I just fucking
Heard
chose one.
beep bop.
Dude,
What?
guess when
Scientists
our
made-
village was created.
I don't know.
1632.
1804.
Oh wow.
1804. And
Mm.
the town of Thompson. No, we were. Yeah, the town of Thompson was named after Thomas Jefferson because he had a residence up here.
Interesting.
I did not know that.
I don't want. Yeah, I don't
Didn't
want
know that
paste
either.
on my copy on a copy. I'm trying to get the StreamYard, the damn Rumble link in here. Copy.
That's
There we go. All right. So here is everybody. Here is the Rumble. Here's the link to the Rumble channel going up in chat right there. Put that. That's the Rumble channel. Rumble.com/C/an impromptu truth. That's where we're gonna be over there tomorrow night. We're gonna talk about some zombie viruses and all kinds of other cool, weird stuff they got cooking in these bases.
Mm-hmm.
So that we'll do that around. I promise I will be awake tomorrow. We'll do that say around like 8:30. We'll do Rumble around 8:30. Make sure you guys come over there and check it out. Again, thank you guys for coming over and listening to us rant and rave, mostly about the worst verse, which Bass, get on it.
Yes, Bass, definitely get on it.
All of you guys need to get on the worst verse so we can all converse about this story. I'm telling you, it's worth it. And another thing, remember, guys, keep Shell in your prayers and her family in your prayers. Again, she's no longer a friend of the family, friend of the channel. No longer with us. So definitely keep her in your thoughts and prayers. And we will see you guys tomorrow on the Rumble channel. Did you see my lava lamp back there? Retro. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow on the Rumble channel. Remember, we'll say it again. Worst verse. Bama and Wilcutt will tell you, I haven't steered them wrong. I didn't steer them wrong on that. I'm not going to recommend something that's trash. Worth it. So go listen to it, everybody.
Definitely. You won't be disappointed.
So until we see you guys tomorrow night on Rumble, which will be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bama Wilka, hang out until after we're done here.
Yep.
All right. See you guys later.
Especially you, Bama.
Remember, hit that like and subscribe.